want, you can activate your mics, your cameras, and say hi to me. Hello, everybody. How are we doing today? How's it going? Working hard. Hi, Delia. I can see Mr. Eduardo.
Hello, hi everybody. Hi,
Hello,
Mary.
everybody.
How are you doing? How's it going?
Very well, thank you.
Very well, very well. That was the most positive reply that I got. So everybody's doing great today. Let's wait 1 minute while we interact. What did you do today? What did we do today? Who can share with me? I can see Mr. Eduardo there. Hello, Mr. Eduardo. How are you? Good?
Hello. I'm very
Hello.
well.
I
Fine,
can
thanks.
see that you are in an office working hard, or is it your house?
Yesterday in the night I was sleeping.
Oh, okay. So right now, focus.
But I read the article about the
Uh-huh.
linguistic and
Ooh, great.
technique terms.
Excellent.
English technique terms.
Amazing. Good, Mr. Eduardo. Bien, muy buenos días. Buenos días con todos. Buenas tardes por aquí, desde Spain. Muchísimas gracias, Mr. Eduardo, por la respuesta. Yo les había dejado un pequeño task, ¿no? Para que puedan desarrollar. Ahora mismo voy en busca del ejemplo que yo les había pedido para el día de hoy. Y sobre todo lo importante, ¿no? Que es el tema de incluir artículos no solamente que sean relacionados al FIL, que es la carrera, sino también pues internacionales o que se citen por medio de autores peruanos que se citen de manera internacional. Entonces yo aquí les presento my homework, ¿ok? Y Mr. Eduardo también ha hecho su task. Entonces yo les dejo mi mail por aquí. Aquí en el chat les voy a dejar mi mail para que tan amablemente los que han cumplido, we are like in the school, ¿no? No, I'm just kidding. Like in the school? No. Los que han cumplido, no. It's like extra points? No. It's just a matter of investigating, reading, preparing ourselves, ¿no? Los que tienen algo preparado, si desean lo pueden compartir conmigo. Yo kindly, es amablemente kindly, voy a leerlos y pues también compartir, ¿no? Compartir información. Hoy me encuentro genial, muy bien. También tengo una canción para hoy, así que no hay problema. Pero bueno, vamos a tratar de avanzar y empezar con el mejor ánimo posible y sobre todo comentar de lo que hemos leído, ¿no? Entonces yo aquí les tengo un ejemplo. This is my application task. Y lo bueno es que la curiosidad me llevó inclusive, y voy a mencionar el nombre de esta persona, es un teacher muy conocido, el teacher Ankajima, me llevó a conversar hoy con él sobre este artículo que él había escrito. Yo ahí les cuento el main contribution, el year of publication y el journal, que era el task a donde teníamos que enfocar nuestra pequeña aplicación para hoy, ¿no? Muy bien, entonces ya acá se adelantó Mr. Eduardo. No sé si quiere seguir comentando, Mr. Eduardo, sobre el task y luego le doy pase tengo dos manitos levantadas, luego le doy el pase a Teacher Frida y por ahí también a Teacher Mioselit. Sí. Empezamos entonces. A ver, creo que ya se me escucha, Mr. Eduardo. Ya se fue.
No, I listen to you.
Excellent. What did you read about? What did you read about?
I read only about the difficult to scientific term with the technique terms.
Okay. Did you find it interesting? What is the main contribution? Que es lo que un poco más me interesa, ¿no? ¿Cuál es el main contribution de esto hacia su especialidad, Mr. Eduardo?
I'm historian.
Oh, I love history.
And that that article sí me ayuda, ¿no? I don't say
The
no,
article
sí me ayuda.
helps.
Help me to teach more about history in other language.
In other, okay,
In
yeah.
English, there are many material about my profession.
Papers.
Papers.
Dicen que a cada, se podría decir inclusive segundos, se actualizan los papers en inglés. Entonces, qué importante, ¿no? De un poco entender primero el inglés para poder también nosotros recibir esa información. Muy bien, teacher Eduardo. Thank you so much. Thank you for reading. Thank you for your participation. Voy ahora con la Miss Frida y luego con mi Ocelit, ¿ok? Teacher Frida.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello, nice to see you.
How are you today?
I'm fine. I'm very happy to participate.
Excellent. Where are you? At home or at the university?
No, I'm at university now with my students behind me.
Oh, working hard.
Yeah, but we can make both.
Yeah,
yes.
That's the idea today. At least today only.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I want to show my
what is your career, your field, your specialty?
Okay. Yes, I am doctor in tourism, but I have an specialty in gastronomic science. So I teach history and cooking practice, and this is very special because I feel very proud of Peru because I teach about culinary cuisine, and it's a topic very, very important these days.
I'm not going to ask you where, but now lots of ideas and good memories from good times when I was teaching the School of Culinary Arts came to my mind. And I'm very happy you are going to share something about what you have read regarding that field, no, which is also very important. It's also very important because our food is well recognized worldwide. Whenever I speak about culinary arts here in Spain, they look at me, oh, Peru, all right, so good food, good quality.
Delicious food. Yes, that's true, because we sometimes don't get agreed about religion, politics, soccer, but when we talk about food, we always smile. And that's very nice and special, yes?
Thank you, Frida. Yes, these days it's been even more. We are getting even more recognition because of this famous cooks that are getting also Michelines and Central and so on. And the idea is that people know us, and I think we're working on that. We're working on that. Okay, Frida, tell us, what did you read? Why? Can you share?
Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay,
nice.
Perfect. Well, it was published in 2023. It's a very special magazine. The name is Journal of Ethnic Foods. So this is a research magazine. And the main contribution to this article, the title is Background of Peruvian Gastronomy and its Perspective as Assessment of its Current Growth. So the article highlights how Peruvian gastronomy has evolved from ancient traditions to a globally recognized culinary identity. So this study provides a historical and cultural framework that explains the foundation of Peru's culinary success and emphasizes the importance of sustainability, education, and innovation for maintaining long-term growth of this wonderful culinary. Overall, it offers a comprehensive assessment of the factors driving the rapid expansion of Peruvian cuisine worldwide.
Fantastic, Frida. I love it. Yeah,
Thank
and the
you.
most important, yes, the most important is not doing the homework, as I was kidding a little bit not long ago. The most important is that we want to do it. Why? Because in order to, you can use it in different ways. You can prepare a warm up. You can use it as a reflection. You can probably motivate your students with a journal. But the most important is that we learn as well, no? Learning. We're
Yes,
learning.
that's very important. And also, when I prepare my material, it's something that I enjoy very much. So I think when you have a beautiful material, students learn more, and they feel happy to know more about the topics that you are presenting. So I
Yeah.
enjoy that very much. And well, yes, I was a teacher, but at school. So I work with elementary school English teacher. So for me, it's a wonderful class because when we teach English, we use many ways to catch the attention of students. So for me, this is a very special opportunity to be together and to learn, no? And to show the big world that our students have when they can go to many places. No, they think that the world is small, but when they learn more languages, they see that they have a lot of opportunities, and they open their lives and their eyes to catch these opportunities. But they have to be prepared, and so we have to help them to be prepared. So for me, this is a very nice class that you are giving, and I feel very happy to be here and to share this information about my article.
Thank you, Frida. It was a lovely start. And actually, remember yesterday, from the other side of the window, it was very philosophical, but I think some of you got the idea, no? From the other side of the window, I mean, not only here, we have to see the world. It's a huge world. There are thousands of languages. Obviously, English is important because these days we're getting information in English. But all the fields are important, all of them, all of them. As long as you love your job, as I told you, I was doing my homework and I felt that curious because when you're passionate with you have this passion of teaching, you have the curiosity of keep learning even more and more and more. No, we feel overloaded of information. So I was even interviewing the writer of the article today. Oh my gosh.
Thank you.
Yes, Frida. Okay.
Gracias.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
We're going to keep talking with other teachers because you know Miss Cecilia is very talkative. Mioselit, hello. How are you today? How's it going? What would you like to share with us today?
Hello. Good morning. Good morning to you and to all who are here. Yeah, welcome back. Well, in this case, thank you for welcoming again. So yeah, I actually did what you just said. No, I didn't really prepare it like in a presentation.
It's okay.
Slide,
It's okay.
but because I wanted to share with you the screen and show you the article itself. So I don't know if I can do it.
I feel that you can.
Okay, I'll try. I'll try to present it. Yes?
Yes,
okay.
Yes, of course.
Thank
Let's
you.
go.
Let's see if it is possible this way. And maybe I'm going to share with you. Okay. Yeah, here, no, what I got.
There we go. Very nice.
Yeah, actually.
Excellent.
Yeah. Well, the journal in this case is called Quality, Quantity, and Quantity, which is an international journal of methodology. And the article I've chosen is open access, and it was published recently. It was on the 20th of August, 2025. It's kind of recent. The title of it is University Voices, Professional Communicators and Science Communication Perspectives. Why? Because I am a social communicator. It was my first major, and I just wanted to know what's happening in my field. And so, looking at the abstract now, So basically, it talks about, in general ways, the connections between communication, business, and civil society, because you know that communication is a very important part in any institution, basically in this case in university settings. And it has to do a lot with university missions, no? It is very well connected with it. So it depends on the mission of every single institution. Communicators work according to it, and the activities and every plan they have is according to those principles. And in this case, talking about the university, no? So basically, what it says that, well, it was done in the university, and it was a qualitative study with 39 interviews involving communication professionals working in basically in offices at the university. But this is kind of a comparison between European countries and others, no? And this case is emphasizing United Kingdom, basically. What's happening in United Kingdom? So the findings are basically that science communication is strongly connected to other functions and is rapidly evolving, particularly in that area. And they consider the centralization and decentralization system of science communication. So what happens is that there is an evident process of roles distribution and differences between countries. So there's an evident process of roles distribution and differences between them. In Germany and the United Kingdom, the process of decentralization of science communication is more developed, as usual, as in many other things in communication as well, no? But finally, they have different factors, no, that may hinder or support the development of communication functions, particularly for science communication. In general ways, well, in this case, the differences between those countries and maybe is that they give lots of emphasis. It's very important for them to give legitimization to the resources, no, the training, and trying to promote professionals so they are evolving, which doesn't really happen here in our context. For example, in Peru, no, social communicators unfortunately are not taken as such as that important as in European countries. We don't understand that the image of an institution depends on communicators and depends on how they work, of course, and they should give them all the tools. However, they understood very well this in Germany and the United Kingdom. Hopefully it's going to change that here, because this is a strong part in order to connect the business or any entity with society, with civil society. Basically, civil society don't know, for example, what's going on with San Marcos, say in some aspects, not all, no. For example, as long as I know, in San Marcos we have a magazine, well, in this case a brochure, kind of a magazine, which is internal. Once I had the opportunity to read some things that were done in the university, and some of them are very interesting because we have we have promotions, or we have different things that San Marcos is doing internally, but not many people do. I mean, not many people read or have access to this magazine. I got access just by chance, for example, but it's not that it's a material that is not really properly released, I think, no? Or maybe we have to think about the target public we have. I don't know. And another thing that we have about talking about media maybe is we have a TV, as long as I know, no? We have a TV, we even have this kind of artificial intelligence presenter, and also, I hope real presenters as well, because we have the major social communication in the university. However, we don't have that audience, already defined, I think. We don't know who we want to talk to, what kind of news we want to give, to project what is San Marcos doing inside and outside. So what is happening maybe is that we are working a little bit better, for example, these kind of events, with an internal client, trying to train, in this case, the teachers or the administrative part. That is very good. And that also is important. But we are not really projecting too much to the society. And like I was comparing, and it came to my mind, for example, La Católica, they are right now they are taking all these things seriously about the media. They have a podcast, which is already paid, of course. No, of course we're going to say, yeah, they have budget. Yeah, but still the idea, no, the good idea is that they have this podcast trying to get experts, and San Marcos also has experts who come from abroad, and they come to different events, seminars, congresses, etc. But they also have the chance to take an interview, and so those are the podcast topics, basically very interesting topics in this case, which is image also, because yeah, they are showing what they're doing. Those things I think have to do with a little bit of budget, but also giving importance to social communicators in our institution. That is. Thank you.
Right. Very well explained, Joselit. Pretty clear. Actually, you jump into scientific papers, which is fantastic. And I'm going to say something that you mentioned about the good practices, the group of interests. No, we should have one in San Marcos. No, a group of interests. In this case, obviously, my interest is English. I love English. You know that. Obviously, I teach English. So we should have this group of interests regarding different topics or issues that are affecting our teaching practices, our students. Yesterday you mentioned mental health and so on, technology. Well, that is the idea, no? Community, like a community where we can address these issues. Thank you, Miosalit. Lovely, lovely presentation.
Thank you very much. Thank
You
you.
already advanced. You jump into scientific papers, which is great. Don't step by step. Okay. So, is there anybody else who would like to share? Please, I will appreciate your interaction. Interaction. If you want to speak in Spanish. Por ahí me comentaban un poco más del español. Sí, vamos con un poco más de español hoy. Personalmente en inglés me gusta más el comunicarme, sin embargo, pues vamos a ir. Si alguien desea participar en español, bienvenido sea. Estamos también para todos opinar y aprender, ¿no? Esa es la idea, that is the idea. Entonces, si alguien desea participar en español, don't feel shy. In English, we say don't feel shy. Okay. Excellent. So, these are just some updated sources that I am going to share with you. Les dejé mi correíto en el chat, no sé si me leyeron. Si ustedes gentilmente me escriben, yo les comparto la información. ¿Ok? Yo les voy a compartir la información a los que gentilmente me escriban. Por un motivo de tiempo, ustedes saben que ahora mismo no podemos revisar una por una, pero ya queda de manera muy personal que ustedes pues también se encarguen de ir revisando estos updated sources, ¿no? Y como les contaba, creo que compartimos algo, ¿no? La pasión por la enseñanza, la curiosidad, lo que nos lleva a seguir investigando, a seguir cada día mejorando en el teaching, en el pedagogy. So, that's the idea. Esa es la idea. Bien, vamos con algo muy importante, the organization of teaching. I know that many times, what do we feel? Oh, this is complicated. How do we feel when we are about to start a subject or a new semester? How do you feel? Now you are happy because you have finished. Have you finished or not? Uploading this course and so on. Have you finished?
Something's pending still.
Tough week. Una semana muy, muy, muy difícil, ¿no? Terminando todo. Entonces, nos sentimos overwhelmed al iniciar y también creo que al terminar. Por ahí el teacher Juan quiere participar.
Yes, sorry for interrupt you.
No,
sorry for
it's
interrupt
okay.
you, but I have to change from my cell phone to my computer. So I lost your email address. Could you please write it?
Yes.
Again?
I will type it again, Juan Manuel. Don't you worry. I will type it again so
Thank you very
guys
much.
can share information with me. We can exchange knowledge, ¿no? La idea es el compartir conocimiento. Esa es la idea. Bien, tengo dos manitos levantadas. Una que dice docentes 25, docente 25. No logro leer el nombre. Hello,
Good morning, everybody. Yes,
teacher 25.
yes.
Why?
Well, I don't know. That is the name that the university give to me, but that is my name. I am Marian Cabrera. I am
Miss
odontologist. I am dentist.
Miss Mary.
Well, I am very happy of beginning teaching, but now that we are finally terminando, no?
Yeah.
I feel
Finishing the semester.
finishing this semester. I don't feel very well. I will miss my student. I love
your
it.
student.
Yes, I love
Oh.
teaching. Really, really love.
Oh,
I
that's
love
great.
my career. I love teaching and a lot of time teaching with them. And today, then I'm thinking that it is finishing. I will miss everybody. Really, really.
You will miss your students. Because of experience, I can tell you that I always feel in love of all my students, all of them. No hay grupo que no tenga algo positivo que entregar. Entonces, si nosotros guiamos ese aprendizaje a algún proyecto interesante, novedoso, todos los grupos siempre van a ser maravillosos cuando nosotros tenemos ese willingness de querer enseñar, ¿no? Qué bonito. That's great.
Thank you. Thank you.
Excellent. All right. Well, is there any other teacher who would like to participate? Miss Miriam. Hello, Miss Miriam.
Good morning, teacher.
Hello. Good morning, Miriam. How are you today? Overwhelmed? No.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Well, thank you.
Overwhelmed. No sé si alguien me puede ayudar con la traducción. Overwhelmed. In Spanish, overwhelmed. It's like, oh my God.
Todo bien.
Sobrepasado.
Oof, like, oh, gosh, it's been a lot of things. I'm going through lots of situations, lots of things, no?
I feel very well today.
Tired?
Yes, but I feel tired. I suppose it's because I had work.
Uh-huh.
I have hard work all year. It was not difficult, but it's exhausted, maybe.
Exhausting. Yes, teaching is exhausting.
Yes.
Teaching, it demands a lot of effort. The planning,
But lovely.
but rewarding. At the end, when you see the results, the progress of the students, it's rewarding. Yeah. Giselle.
It's exhausting, but it's very fantastic, emotion, amazing. I don't know, when you teach, when you have a relation with your students, you feel many emotions. But when you arrive at home, it's different.
Okay. All right, Miriam. What do you teach, Miriam? What do you teach? What is your field?
Now I was working in San Marcos University, and I teach language.
Languages. What do you mean? Communication. Spanish.
Yes, in Spanish, of course. But I study English. But 2 years ago, I teach English in the economy faculty. But my specialization is in language. But I study a PhD in Linguistics in San Marcos. But now I work in my investigation thesis.
About what?
It's a beautiful topic. It's about the children. It's about language development.
I am interested.
Yes.
Obviously, because I have a child, so I am interested. If you were listening to me, yesterday. Do you remember the picture of the acknowledgement, the dedication? The dedication, it was like a child who will be speaking 4 languages, no? When she turns
Yes,
15. How
it's
amazing.
beautiful. Because in my first career is about children in
Uh-huh.
the countries,
Young
education.
learners, the young learners. Mm-hmm.
Yes. And the first I study education for children, and then I was study a master, or I have a master degree in speech language pathology from Pontifical Catholic University in Peru.
Mm-hmm.
My next study is about linguistics in San Marcos, and today I feel very emotional because for me it's very emotional. Excuse me.
It's
Share
important.
my
Important.
investigation. I share my
Uh-huh.
investigation. It's about
Yeah.
maybe I share my screen. Is
Mhm.
possible?
Yes, yes, you
Uh,
can.
Thank you very much.
Yes, you can. You can. I believe you can do it. Yeah. And then we continue with Claudia. Okay. Claudia is waiting. Miss Claudia is waiting. So don't worry, Claudia. Just a second.
Maybe you can see this.
Yes, we can see it.
Thank you very much. This is my article. I love my investigation. It's about language development. If you want to know this, um, maybe you, I don't know, buscar.
Mhm. It's in Spanish, no?
Yes, in
Excellent.
Spanish, in English, and in Quechua, in three languages.
Wow. Oh my God. Yeah.
Okay, I write this article, or wrote, no, I wrote this article 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
It's a language development in children of 3, 4, and 5 years of age, and the influence of family, social, and educational environments. This article is about language development, is the real situation of children in this era, maybe after the pandemic. um, Start from the first years of life, the fullness of development of linguistic abilities, at the level of impression, and the use of language will depend on the genetic. Is that
Mm.
the first important situation of each child, and of the communicative interaction is the second important situation for children at home, for example, in a different environments. It is important to identify the most prevalent aspect during the development period of language. Maybe in the first 3 years for children, no? In
Mm-hmm.
order to prevent, is the most important from my investigation, and timely other situation that could interfere with the development of language skill in children. Considering Chomsky, for me, is the most important, uh, the most
Author.
important, yes,
Author.
the most important proposal. The child achieves the acquisition of the mother tongue through a cognitive process that allows the development of linguistic competence. After going through intermediate state and receiving linguistic stimulus in a community, the child internalizes the grammar of language of his community, reach a stable state, and consequently will be able to produce and understand the language messages. For my investigation, the most important is when the children um, have a different or many opportunity for socialize in or at home, at school, Maybe the others, I don't know how do you say, ambientes, environment,
Environments, other environments,
environments, in other place,
different
for example,
environments.
park, the park when the children play with the other children. It's very important for improve
The
your
social
vocabulary.
interaction, no? The social interaction.
That's social.
Yeah, when children start playing, there is no language. I mean, playing, it's like a game, no?
Yes.
So they understand each other, no matter if they do not speak the same language. And that is something I'm experiencing now. Yeah. Lovely, Miriam. Lovely. You also jump into scientific paper. So if you want to share it with me, I'll be very happy to read your presentation. I'll be very happy to read your scientific paper.
Thank you, teacher.
Not only because I have a child, but in general. I mean, no, I would love to learn. So from that scientific paper. Thank you. So now, I think Claudia wants to participate. Teacher Claudia, hello.
Hello, it's a pleasure to be here. It was a really nice presentation. Thank you so much, dear
Oh,
professor. Good morning, everyone.
good
Yes,
morning.
something that I want to mention is that I have been an English professor so many long, and I noticed recently that the majority of them really like or enjoy to use some tools, some interactive tools to participate. And I think that nowadays it's a great for us it's a great tool because it helps us how to interact with them. I
Yeah.
have the opportunity to teach them when we was in COVID-19, and it was a little bit exhausted sometimes because, as some of the teachers mentioned, we have some 60 or 50 students per class. But I think that this kind of tools help us to take a quiz, to try to interact with them. I try to use some resources like Padlet. So I think that nowadays these kind of strategies help us to make the lesson more interactive, to try to involve the different skills that we have to develop with them. But sometimes I think that because we have a lot of students, we have to try to work in groups, right? Because that is the challenge, I think, sometimes. So that was something that I want to share with you. I really like your presentation. Thank you so much
Oh, I
for
appreciate
this
Claudia.
opportunity. So that's what I want to share.
Thank you, Claudia. Yes, I feel that we teachers sometimes feel really overwhelmed and we don't have the chance to talk. For example, regarding technology, I have my point of view. I didn't learn with technology. However, now I use it from time to time. Today, for example, I prepare a game for you. We're going to use it. But the message is that we should find a balance. No? Not all the time technology, not all of the time group work, not all of the time being sitting down because not only you will feel bored, also your students, and there will be the reflection of your teaching practice, no? All right. Juan Manuel Montes also wants to say something. Juan Manuel?
Hi, everybody. I have my presentation.
Excellent. Excellent, Juan
I
Manuel.
am able to show you that.
Yes, I feel so. Yeah, I think so. You can.
Okay, let me do
You've
it.
got a minute only. I'm like, no, no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Don't
It's okay.
worry. I know you're kidding.
Excellent. So you're an engineer then,
No, I'm a chemist.
a chemist. Okay, I have good news for you. I have a scientific paper regarding your field that I am going to share before I leave. So, what is this? Can you explain us?
Oh, okay, that's excellent. Chemistry is wide use in very fields. Well, this is a scientific paper in a Q1 journal called Engineer Control of the Synthesis of Bismuth Molybdenum Oxide Semiconductors Tailored for the Electrocatalytic Activity. The journal I am talking about was the Journal of Electroanalytical Chemistry. The year of publication is 2025, this year. And this is from a group from the National University of Engineering that I collaborate with them. We have
From Peru.
like,
Uni?
like,
From
sí,
Peru?
from Perú. Sí,
The uni.
Universidad Nacional de Ingeniería.
Uni.
the the main research in this group was my thesis advisor. So I have good relations with him and the whole group. We have like 3 projects active right now, and we studied photo, electro, and photoelectrocatalytic materials. This is like you have a material and you submitted light to them, and it has some activity in oxidation or reduction processes. The main contribution of this paper was to study the synthesis of this kind of oxide. This is a bismuth and molybdenum oxide in a way of thin films. They are deposited onto conductor glasses called FTO, and they are using to share the evolution of oxygen reaction, because when you submitted that materials with light, there are some processes in water when you can find reactive oxygen species that are suitable to oxidize some organic materials in water bodies. So the article was about to tailor the band gap. This is an important parameter in that field that shows you how much light they can absorb and in what range. Is it in the visible or the UV light? And you can find the article here by clicking in that link. And this is the DOI link.
Excellent, Juan Manuel. Thank you very much for sharing. Sometimes we feel reluctant to sharing, and I am the kind of teacher who always says to the students, sharing is caring, and this is how we should progress, So I will appreciate you also sending me the journal so
Could
I
you
can
please
assist.
write your email address
Oh,
in the
of
chat?
course. I'll do it right now before I forget because I keep talking.
Don't
And I will
worry.
do it.
I told you that I have
Yeah.
to change from my cell phone to my
Yes.
computer, so I lost your email in that chain.
Excellent. Don't you worry. All right, there you go.
Thank
That is
you.
my email. If you would like to share the information, I will kindly read it and, of course, send you my point of view. Obviously, as I was explaining yesterday, this might not be my field. However, it's necessary to read different articles when we are planning to teach. We always get different information. I have my favorite fields, probably psychology, probably literature. But a good teacher is the one who is really knowledgeable, no? So we should read about different stuff. Why? I'll tell you why. When we're evaluated in international exams, sometimes we need to talk about different topics. And it has happened to me that they will ask me about engineering, electricity. They will ask me about wind engineering and things like that, that I might not like, but we have to be prepared. No? In conclusion, we have to read. Okay, so now I will send you. I'm sorry if I am not going to allow more teachers to participate. Regarding the first task, we have more tasks to cover. Okay, we have even more tasks to cover right now. So I will send you to discuss, probably in groups, I think, in groups, these 2 questions. Can you see the questions? The organization of teaching. I was already asking you about how do you feel now that you are finishing the semester? How do you feel when you start Do you feel better when you start or when you finish? I was thinking about that question, and I will say I feel overwhelmed at the beginning, and I feel the same at the end. Don't you think so? You can just go thumbs up. Yes, thumbs up. Don't you think so? I feel overwhelmed always at the beginning because I have to plan what I am going to do. And at the end, because sometimes, well, most of the time I'm happy with the results, but there are other things that we have to do, like uploading scores, for example, no feedback, evaluation. So that's the situation. All right. But here we're going to focus the two questions on the organization at the beginning. Okay, the beginning. I mean, like, where should we start? Where should one start? Learning something as vast and complex as a language might seem like an overwhelming task. No, we're gonna focus on the learning English. What order should be followed when we start organizing the subject, the syllabus, the content? What is the order that you always follow? Where should you always start? All right. We're going to discuss these two questions really quickly, like quickly, just a minute, okay? Well, let me now form the groups of work. And then one person from the group is going to share the information as a whole class. Okay, so let me see. Now I'm gonna, oh my goodness. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna form more groups, like probably four students, four teachers. Oh no, we are a lot. Yeah, all right, now yes. Okay, I have, wow. Let's see, we need more. Okay, go thinking about the organization of your teaching. How do you do it? So you can share with me some experiences, no? Okay, there are some groups with 4, some groups with 5. Let me see why. Yeah, that's okay. Could you please accept? Okay, could you please accept? So you will be move on to a breakout room. Okay, please, let's start. Just 1-2 minutes maximum of discussion. Is it okay? Yes? Do you mind accepting, please? So you will be moved to a group. Okay, just 1 minute of discussion. Then I will visit your groups. I'll be visiting each of the groups randomly.
I don't know what happened, but I came to the principal screen. I was in group number 9.
Yes,
Very
Ellie.
nice.
We are going to discuss as a whole class now because I noticed that some of you were participating and some of you were actually kind of busy and
Yeah,
reluctant to do it. So it's okay. It's okay. Don't worry. So
yeah, we
now,
were discussing, but suddenly I I lost communication with my group. I don't know what happened.
oh, that's a pity, Frida. That's a pity. But would you like to share with me how do you do it? How do you organize your teaching?
We were talking about how
Uh-huh.
students feel the first day of class and how we feel, and the way we can share all the how can I say, the objectives of
Objectives?
our class. Yes, objectives of our class. We explain them, um, the the main objectives that we have, and we organize. And but the most important, the first day of class is to present, to know what they want, what they expect, how they feel, and at the end we can we can check all that they have, all the knowledge they have acquired. Yes.
Uh-huh. The previous knowledge, no, that they
Yes, and
already
also
have,
the
so
previous
we
knowledge,
can
and also the
start building on it.
metacognition also, no, to know what they have for previous courses and other topics, and we bring all to our lessons. Yes,
Excellent. Okay, Frida. Thank you. Thank you for
thank you.
sharing. Thank you for sharing. Now, teacher Miriam, would you like to participate? Yes.
Yes, teacher.
Uh-huh.
Um, I share my experience when I was teaching English in economy faculty. It was a challenge because the student, all the students have different levels. For example, a group of students study a basic English, and other students study a intermediate or advanced. And it's very, no, it's difficult, but it's a challenge. It's a challenge, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
Teach a course appropriate for this group, you know. And the principal topic was economy. In that time, I select different articles in economy with a basic, different language, different level of language, and basic language, and intermediate language, and advanced language. And it was a great experience because the student um, read and study. And I remember at the final of my class, there is a 5 minutes more for select a favorite song, and all student discuss
Like,
about, yes,
yeah.
discuss about this the favorite song for this day, and all the class and me eh, poníamos a cantar.
Felt better. You felt better. You started with something very important, which is connection. No? Feel connected to your students. I mean, I'm not telling you to like them, to love them. No, it's just a connection. And it is the beginning in where you are gonna get them. No? Good job, Miriam. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. I believe technology is important, but these days the humanity side it's even more important. No, today in the morning I was talking to a very an expert on this subject regarding teaching and so on, and he told me, "All right, Cecilia, you're going to talk about technology. That's fine, but remember that a good usage of technology and also." the connection with the students gets better results. No? So thank you, Miriam, for sharing that. Now, Mioselit, would you like to tell me how do you organize your teaching at the beginning of the semester?
Yes, thank you for giving me the word. Yeah, what I do basically in the English subject or any subject, well, basically English, I give them the diagnostic test because according to what I find is what I'm going to implement, whatever I'm going to do. Of course, we have a syllabus to follow, yes, but still, we need to know if students are in certain level in order to go a little bit faster or go slowly. No, depends on that. And unfortunately, there is no option. I don't think in any faculty, in any place in San Marcos, to distribute the section or the group into different sections according to the level. It would be nice to do, but there is not such option. So they have to be in the same class, all of them, whichever level they have. So what I do is basically, well, the option that the faculty gave me, for example, was if they have a level that is outstanding enough to avoid covering, I mean, that the student doesn't need to cover all the topics that are already covered maybe by students, they could be exempted. And that's what I did. No, that's what they asked me to, if they could be exempted. And I think that's okay because if they covered all the things that are already in the syllabus, I mean, there's no reason to repeat. And that's where when students feel like, why am I doing the same thing I already know here when I can be doing other things? And I understand them totally. No, that's why it's important to reformulate some things, some aspects about how to address this kind of students, for example, which are not many. In my experience, are not many. And some of my colleagues used to tell me that they had lots of students with such a level, and maybe they sometimes stay with half the class, no? And I was like, wow, so you're so lucky. I don't, I said, because they always have something to improve, no? In many ways, in grammar, in pronunciation, in whatever they have, because we are there to help them, even though they have a language. Maybe we can help them to master it, and because we are at the university, they can. Sometimes I say, no, you don't feel bad if you are not going to be invited, because I invited to be exempted. I said it's not mandatory. You can be exempted if you want, but if you decide to continue in my class, you continue. You are very welcome to do so. That the only advantage is that you can decide if you get the minimum score that is needed in order to invite you. Yes, and if you don't get invited, don't feel bad. It's because sometimes, as we are not native, we learn in the wrong way, and it's a little bit harder, more complicated to relearn or redo things, because we almost fossilized things, and it's hard to delete those wrong things and then go back into track. And then I said, maybe we need to polish a little bit, we need to improve. And that's what we have. You have the language, but maybe not totally right. Yes, let's make it right. Even though it's quite basic, those basic things are not well done. And you are in intermediate level, which is quite fine. And we want you to be good. We want it to be better. Yes. And so they decide. I had a great experience to have students who they decide a few students, though, with a couple, maximum 5. In the best case, I had 5 students who could be exempted, but not all of them decided to be exempted. No, they wanted to be in the class. And I feel good because I say, okay, they really want to continue their learning and improve and get better. And they feel like they can get out of the class somehow and get better. And some others, yes, they had other subjects to cover. And of course, they needed more time to do all the things and they couldn't. Yes. But yeah, that's what happens usually. I give them that idea.
You remind me.
Yes.
Thank you for sharing me. You remind me of a student that I had when I was teaching in the Faculty of Education.
Yeah.
This student was already preparing himself for the FCE, and I was teaching writing, if I'm not wrong. And the idea was that, well, sometimes we have to use common sense, no, and we have to explain the future teacher, because he's supposed to be a future teacher, that there is always something to learn in the class. He wanted me also to take him a test so he cannot attend my lessons anymore, and he was begging for that. Probably he didn't have much time, but the
Yeah.
thing is that I told him that, as you said, no, I invited him to learn from his friends, to teach his friends. And at the end, he realized that it was good to be present in class. Yeah, he told me, teacher, it would have been a huge mistake if I would have been absent to the classes. So sometimes it's important to attend the lessons, even if the student already have the level, no, the B2 international exams and so on regarding teaching English. Okay,
Yeah. Yes.
we all have different things to teach, and we all learn from each other every single day.
Yeah, but
Okay.
I understand. I understand those students because, yeah, I will be in the same position like them. That's why I
Mhm.
have another proposal to address this, no? And so that a proposal that can involve even those students who have certain
Mhm.
levels without running too much into those methods which are for intermediate, upper intermediate students, which are English for specific purposes, business English, technical English, whatever it is, because we need certain level. So something that can cover certain topics in a basic way, but still integrating also those issues. Okay,
You're
my basic
absolutely
issues
right.
and also those issues. So
You're
everybody
absolutely,
can feel that they are learning something, something
yes,
more.
absolutely
That's,
right. I
that's what
was
I'm trying
thinking
to.
about what you mentioned yesterday, Mioselit, and I will share with all of you. No, I was talking, yes, I was talking to the author of a scientific paper that I am going to show before I leave regarding engineering, which is not my topic. I was talking to her, I was interviewing the woman. She's from here, she's from Spain, from the Basque country. And I was asking, her name is Elizabeth. Ellie, is it possible to prepare an investigation with an intermediate level of English? And she told me, absolutely big no, Cecilia. No, no, that's impossible. I was preparing myself in
Yes,
Switzerland. I was working for Ikerland. I already finished in the Euskaltegis my English studies, advanced studies of English. After that, I keep preparing myself. I took Cambridge international exams, and I said, wow, yeah, we're planning to apply ESP in San Marcos, which is a university. We know it's a public university where sometimes some of the students probably they are going to institutes to learn English. Some of them are attending private lessons. Some of them are studying on their own and reading a lot, but I think it's not enough. No, not even for us. Can you imagine? So she,
exactly. Not even for us. You're very right. We are learning. We are teachers, professors, and we are still learning. Imagine our poor students who didn't go through all these years of studies.
Mhm.
It's too
Yes,
much.
that is something that we have to think. And I was thinking and thinking, so that's why I started interviewing people today in the morning, and I'm sharing because I think it's important. Okay, so let's move on. Let's move on, please. Let's, yay,
Thank you.
step by step. Thank you. Now, first things first. I know we have to follow a curriculum. We have to follow a syllabus. An order might not be one of my strengths, as I consider myself a very creative person. And according to psychologists, do you know? Is there any psychologists here? Psychologists here? Psychologists? No? No, not really. They said that creative people sometimes are pretty disorganized, though I don't know if that's true. However, first thing first is the document, right? Is the document. What is this document about? It's the syllabus. We have to follow, we have to use it as a guide. There is a curricula that we have to also follow. But now, programming. When we program the lessons, what do we always take into consideration? Well, here at the university, we have like a program or content syllabuses, right? Prepositional programs are those based on systems organized by linguistic forms, the content that are to be taught. And we need to respect them because experts were the ones who were supposed to revise them. No? And of course, we as teachers, we also have to revise all the authors, or how can we add different content. We have to check, no, what we are going to, in a way, share with the students. We can change it. Do you think we can change it? Do you think we can include things on our own? That's another question that I would like you to think about. Okay? This is a discussion time again, but please, everybody is invited to join the participation. I don't know if some people were raising hands and I couldn't hear, so I invite now other teachers to participate. What is the question? This is the question. Do the current syllabuses adequately balance the teaching of grammatical structures, vocabulary, and communicative functions, or do they require modifications to better prepare students for real-world professional communication? In general words, do you think we can modify our syllabuses? Do you think so? To prepare our students for real-world professional communication? I'm going to give you 1 minute to think about it. I'm going to record one song. It's a fun song while you think about this question. I was allowed to modify things in my syllabus when I was teaching in San Marcos, and I was lucky enough. Do you know why lucky enough? Because sometimes in other universities, we are not allowed, in other universities, we're not allowed to do such a thing. Such a thing, because we have to respect. Now we have to respect this document very much. However, now the question is, but are we truly preparing students for the real world professional communication, or we are teaching for yesterday, for the past? Okay, so let's think about it. I'm gonna record one song. The song finishes and we finish reflecting on the situation. Okay, is that clear? Yay. Okay, fantastic. Okay. Okay, now known better why I choose this song. Have you ever heard that song before? I should have known better, from the Beatles.
From the Beatles.
But in rock, or in cumbia as well. I adapted it. No, I'm kidding. I haven't done it. I am not a music engineer. However, a teacher.
I
A
use
teacher
I use
sings.
I use a link in the chat, so it's not correctly. It's not okay. It's not okay the information in that link. So
Okay, Juan. Uh-huh.
At what time the indication of the chat was activated? Will be activated.
Okay, Juan. Let me see if I can understand your question. What do you mean? What do you mean?
I need to know at what time the link in the chat will be activated.
Uh-huh. You mean the attendance, Juan, right?
When?
The attendance, that's what you mean? I don't understand what you mean. ¿A qué te refieres, mi estimado Juan Francisco?
¿A qué momento se activan los links que nos han compartido en el chat, le digo, ¿no?
Ajá, ¿qué links? ¿Qué links? ¿Te refieres a los links de asistencia?
No sé.
Por mi parte, no he compartido ningún link. Por mi parte, no he compartido ningún link. Sí, ahora veo que Miguel García, por ahí está. No son del workshop, así que tranquilo, Juan Francisco. ¿Ok?
Ya,
Okay.
Porque yo en el chat que dice cursos, taller, fortalecimiento, veo algunos links que están publicados. Entonces, intenté entrar a uno y ahí salió ya una grabación de música. Y bueno, ahora que usted comentó, hay un link de asistencia.
Ya. No, Juan Francisco, vamos a aclarar la situación. Bueno, yo por mi parte les estaba dejando un pequeño task para pensar una pregunta. Entonces, mientras ustedes iban pensando sobre la respuesta, yo les mostraba una canción que significa I should have known better, ¿no? Y yo la adapté a la versión cumbia, que no tiene nada que ver con los links que están ahí, ¿ok? Así que tranquilo, ya la encargada seguramente del evento va a ahí escribirles de qué se tratan esos links, ¿ok? ¿Ok, Juan Francisco?
Ok.
Nos enfocamos por aquí, nos vamos a enfocar aquí en el discussion time. Yes, Mioselit, yes.
No, I just wanted to help clarify that. Yeah, those links are apps that teachers use, like extensions from Google Chrome, like, to translate whatever we're saying. Yeah, extensions. That's all.
Yes. So don't worry. Now we are going to continue. Okay, we are going to continue. The question was, do the current syllabuses adequately balance the teaching of grammatical structures, vocabulary, and communicative functions, or do they require modifications to better prepare students? Modifications in the syllabuses. What do you think? Anybody who would like to share an idea, an opinion? I wanted to say that I modified the song. I was telling you that. No? I modified the song of the Beatles to another version. No? But why? Why do you think I did so? Well, to engage my students in a way. I found it ideal to contextualize because some of the people do not know. Even though the Beatles are one of the most famous bands all over the world, it's okay. However, it's good to contextualize from time to time, no? All right. Anybody who would like to say something regarding this? Yes, let me see. Now I need volunteers. I need students. I need participation. So let's see. I will call a random teacher. Giselle Gutiérrez. Hello, Giselle. Are you there? Voy a ahora sí pedir la participación de teachers randomly. No, not there. Miss Frida, Frida Morcia. Hi, Frida, are you there? Sigue por
Yes,
ahí.
I am here, Miss.
Excellent, Frida. It's good to know. Good to know. What do you think about the syllabuses? Do you modify them from time
Well,
to time?
we cannot modify the knowledge results because they are just in Sunedu, and we can add more topics, more information in our daily class. So it depends on us. In my case, for example, the course that I have is Peruvian cuisine. So it's difficult because we have theory and practice, and most of the class is in. They know the history of the cuisine, the different regions. Then we go to the kitchen and we cook. So I see in my case it's not easy, no, to do this because I have to follow one step and one each season, no, and that's a big problem. Yes.
I see, Frida. Yes, that's a good point, no? I mean, the content, it's something that is well structured and given by the university. However, what we can do is to use different methods, we can use different resources, tools in order to engage even more and prepare our students for a real world context. No? Good job, Frida.
Yes.
Norma, hello. Hello, Norma.
Hello. Bueno,
Would
yo
you
soy de
like-
la Facultad de Farmacia y Bioquímica y no soy docente de inglés ni
Ajá,
nada de eso,
Norma.
pero
No hay
por la
problema.
formación uno debe conocer este idioma que es muy importante. Mi pregunta y por lo que entré acá es porque se está haciendo una reforma curricular y en esa reforma curricular algunos docentes indican de que el estudiante debe tener en sus tabús la asignatura de inglés, pero le están poniendo un inglés técnico. Entonces yo digo, por lo que la experiencia que yo sé, yo primero he aprendido el inglés común de conversar, escribir, la gramática y todo esto, y después recién he pasado al inglés técnico. No sé cuál es su percepción, porque estamos en eso discutiendo, ¿no? Sobre cómo ponemos esta asignatura y el docente que va a ir a enseñar, que va a venir a enseñar a mi facultad, debe ser un docente que también maneje estos términos de mi área para que se los dé a los estudiantes.
Muy bien, Norma. El día de ayer, ¿se acuerdan que les comenté sobre el ESP, ¿no? English for Specialized Context, ya. That is the idea. Ahora, ¿cuál era, como tú dices, se podría decir ahí, the problem, ¿no? What was the problem? It is important to know English. Y justo hace unos segundos les comentaba sobre la entrevista que había hecho a esta persona que había presentado su scientific paper acá en el Basque Country, que les voy a enseñar en breve. El inglés que esta persona maneja para poder llegar a ese grado de investigación, pues es un nivel C1, Norma, es el examen avanzado de la Universidad de Cambridge, ¿no? Entonces es importante tener una base. Ahora, ¿qué es lo que se está optando? Y en muchas universidades, enseñar pues un inglés 1, un inglés 2 y finalmente darles un inglés técnico especializado. Entonces eso es lo que se está optando ahora. Ideal o no, el maestro tiene que estar preparado no solamente en su field. Por ejemplo, my field is education. Ok, ya, education. Y el inglés a nivel avanzado, ¿no? En cuanto a exámenes internacionales. Eso sería lo ideal, ¿no, Norma? Pero como indica acá mi slide, even the smallest actions are steps in the right direction. We have to go step by step, Norma. Tenemos que ir paso a paso en cuanto a eso. Tener semilleros de investigación en la universidad, ¿no? Semilleros desde los estudiantes que ya están a punto de graduarse, pero es un trabajo conjunto que va a demandar de mucha iniciativa, mucha cooperación, ¿no? en la universidad. Bien, that's the ideal situation, but we need to go. We need to start with even small actions so we can move forward, no? Slowly but surely, Norma. Slowly but surely. Mia Celi, would you like to say something?
Just to
Thank you.
compliment the professor, no, the question. Maybe I can say it in Spanish, so because she clarified that she's not an English teacher. She doesn't really. She wants the information maybe clearer, no, as you did it in Spanish very well. Thank you. Y ayer comentaba justamente eso acerca de qué es lo que estábamos haciendo en la universidad, y quizá no solamente en esta, sino en otras universidades. ¿Cuál es el detalle que encontré complicado y que no tiene sentido según mi punto de vista igualmente? Nosotros tenemos el inglés universal, el cual deberíamos, como dice mi Cecilia, deberíamos primero adquirirlo hasta cierto nivel, de acuerdo a la metodología que luego querramos implementar. Entonces, para nosotros aplicar el supuesto inglés técnico que desean, que es el ideal para las facultades, ¿no? Nosotros tenemos que contar con estudiantes con un nivel intermedio, de intermedio para arriba. Entonces, un intermedio a más. Si no tenemos ese perfil de estudiantes, realmente es darles una carga muy pesada a los estudiantes de querer correr, ¿no? Y ayer ponía la analogía y decía, bueno, la analogía es la siguiente. Nosotros en español, pensemos en español, ¿cómo hemos adquirido nuestro primer idioma, ¿no? Nosotros no hemos ido, y porque ya estamos en la escuela primaria y ya hablamos español, no nos hemos puesto a estudiar cosas técnicas de una carrera. O sea, tendríamos que ser dotados, ¿no? Para poder de una vez saltar a la universidad. Entonces, por algo son las cosas, por algo hay un sistema de educación que debe seguir esos pasos. Lo que nosotros estamos haciendo con nuestros pobres estudiantes, porque cuando yo inicio, por ejemplo, les digo, chicos, ahorita estamos en kinder, todos estamos en kinder, y se matan de risa, ¿no? Estamos en kinder, les digo, porque vamos a empezar en basic, solo que tenemos que avanzar rápido, tenemos que correr y rápidamente pasar a primaria y secundaria, y ojalá lleguemos a la universidad donde estamos ahora. Entonces, igualmente, o sea, tenemos que darnos cuenta de que nuestros estudiantes están con un inglés muy básico, que es nuestro español básico de la primaria. Un estudiante de primaria no puede adentrarse a estudiar una carrera, o sea, no se le puede dar esos temas a un estudiante. ¿Por qué? Porque no tiene todavía ese nivel de inferencia, de todos los procesos mentales, digamos, un poquito más ampliados como lo podemos tener quizás en la universidad. E igualmente sabemos cuál es nuestra realidad en el Perú, ¿no? Incluso a nivel general en el Perú sabemos de que hay una deficiencia al nivel de la educación básica. Entonces se tiene que tomar en cuenta todos esos factores. La educación básica a nivel de inglés, por ejemplo, no estamos en un buen nivel, desafortunadamente, y no lo digo yo, lo dicen los estudios, las estadísticas. Entonces, si estamos en ese problema, más problemas de comprensión lectora en nuestro idioma, más, etcétera, una serie de limitaciones, ¿cómo pretendemos nosotros darle esa carga a ese estudiante y hacerlo correr? Y no sé cómo, pero yo te doy y tú verás cómo es que sales de esto. Y entonces tratamos nosotros, como decimos, ¿no? de llevar a cabo el curso y darles una nota, y en realidad no estamos cumpliendo una función como universidad. O sea, no estamos cumpliendo la función como educadores tampoco, porque estamos haciéndolos correr y que aparezca una nota en la nada. Entonces, no, el caso es que aprendan algo, o sea, que se lleven algo en la universidad, no importa un pequeño avance, pero que haya algo. Y nosotros tenemos que contribuir a ello. Pero, ¿qué es lo que sucede? Que no está bien comprendido, me parece, el hecho de cuándo se debe dar inglés técnico. O sea, ¿cuándo se da? Cuando ya uno es profesional, incluso. se da ese inglés técnico o todos los demás, se dan a personas que ya están trabajando y que ya han tenido el inglés anteriormente. Lo que pasa es que tienen el inglés universal y ahora, como hemos estudiado en la universidad, nuestras especializaciones con terminologías que entre nosotros mismos no entendemos, ¿no? Porque cada uno está en su área, ¿no? Entonces, lo mismo en inglés. Se les va a enseñar inglés técnico al área que corresponde o al área en el cual esté interesado el estudiante, pero una vez que tenga conocimiento previo. Si no hay eso, estamos hablando de cosas que no van a, para mí no tiene mucho sentido, la verdad, bajo mi experiencia, pero es porque no tenemos quizás conocedores de todo esto, de todo este mundo que es, qué cosas son los exámenes internacionales, a qué se refiere, ¿no? O sea, no tenemos, solo nos gusta el nombre y lo agarramos y ya nos gustó el nombre, está bonito y pongámoslo en el curso. Y finalmente no estamos logrando el objetivo. O sea, eso es lo que yo podría compartir. Gracias.
Thank you, Mioselid. Sí, muy cierto. Todos tenemos realidades distintas en el Perú, ¿no? ¿Se acuerdan que ayer también les comentaba sobre la educación básica aquí? Tan igual, todos los colegios tan iguales, tan lindos, ¿no? Sin embargo, de una u otra manera con las estrategias que usamos, podemos avanzar un poco, podemos avanzar, ¿no? Podemos avanzar en cuanto a terminología. Tenemos siempre links, diccionarios en línea, plataformas que nos pueden ayudar a aprender de manera autónoma también, ¿no? Yo conozco muchísimas personas, muchísimas, que han aprendido el inglés de manera bastante autónoma, con Rosetta Stone, ahora que se puso de moda el Duolingo, etc., ¿no? Pero en definitiva, pues no va a acelerar el proceso, no va a acelerar el proceso, ¿no? Puede acelerar el proceso, pero el detalle es que de todas maneras uno tiene que estudiar el inglés, ¿no? A veces indican, yes, you can learn English in 1, 2 years. It's been more than 15 years me learning English, ¿no? Yo llevo más de 15 años y sigo con el tema de perfeccionar el inglés. Entonces, así es. Vamos paso a paso. No vamos a perder el optimismo, creo, ¿no? Tenemos que seguir adelante, seguir avanzando. Ana, ¿deseas compartir algo? Would you like to share something, Ana?
Yes. En la Facultad de Psicología, ¿no? Que es la de mi profesión, hace muchos años que se puso el curso de inglés en la curricular, en la estructura curricular. Antes eran 2 cursos de inglés y luego con la reducción de la carrera 5 años ha quedado uno solo. Pero yo siempre me he cuestionado de que qué les pueden enseñar a los chicos si el profesor de inglés que viene de la Facultad de Educación tiene 60 alumnos, ¿no? De todos los niveles habidos y por haber, porque tenemos estudiantes que vienen de colegios estatales, de colegios privados pequeños, ¿no? Inclusive en alguna oportunidad tuvimos un alumno de Santa María, ¿no? Entonces, yo me jalaba los cabellos porque decía, pobre profesor de inglés, ¿qué hace con 60 alumnos con niveles totalmente diferentes? ¿Qué puede avanzar? Entonces, yo sentía que eso era un estrés muy grande para quien estaba como profesor y una decepción muy grande para los estudiantes, porque ellos van con la ilusión de que van a aprender el idioma. Y se dan cuenta de que lo que pueden aprender es muy básico, ¿no? ¿Y qué nos queda a los demás profesores? Bueno, sugerirles que por su cuenta, ¿no? Ellos traten de estudiar, porque con un solo curso, ¿no? De un semestre o 2 cursos que se les da pues a 60 alumnos sin tomar en cuenta los niveles, ¿no? Es imposible que los chicos puedan aprender, ¿no? Como usted dice, aprender un idioma demora muchísimos años. Yo aprendí el inglés en el colegio, pero era un colegio que nos enseñaban 2 horas diarias de inglés en 3 grupos separados, ¿no? Desde nivel muy básico, intermedio, avanzado, y conforme íbamos mejorando nos iban, ¿no? Subiendo. Y después he tenido que estudiar en una academia y después he repasado en el centro de idiomas de la universidad, ¿no? Pero que esté el curso de inglés en la currícula no garantiza nada. Y si a los pobrecitos les van a dar inglés técnico, sin que tengan la estructura, ¿no?, del idioma como tal, de verdad que no creo que puedan aprender mucho, ¿no? Yo pienso que lo poco que pueda dar la universidad, que por lo menos los dividan en grupos, ¿no?, en niveles, y que sea pues algo que los motive, ¿no?, a ellos seguir estudiando. Porque definitivamente la universidad no les va a poder dar todo el idioma, pero que se oriente esa enseñanza de una mejor manera, tanto para los docentes como para los estudiantes, ¿no?, para que no sea tan estresante para el docente ni tan decepcionante para el estudiante.
Thank you, Ana. Thank you for your participation. Sí, en definitiva, no se necesita una reforma. That's what we say in Spanish, and in English, we need a big change in the curricula, ¿no? A big change in the curricula. Bien. Sí, miren, aquí, por ejemplo, el inglés en los centros de idiomas prácticamente no cuesta mucho aprenderlos, ¿no? Es un pago mínimo que se hace por aprenderlo todo el año. Y el gobierno se encarga de cubrir con la mayor parte del gasto, inclusive los libros. Entonces, la mayoría de los estudiantes aquí manejan el inglés. Por eso es que en Europa el inglés es muy bueno, el inglés de los alemanes, el inglés, dicen que de los españoles no es muy bueno, pero yo diría que se está avanzando mucho, ¿no? The English that a person from Germany speaks, it's kind of like native, ¿no? It's kind of like native. Es porque hay mucha inversión en que verdaderamente se llegue a internacionalizar como es, ¿no? Y bien, así es. Nosotros primero a veces nos lo tenemos que aprender en un centro de idiomas y es lo único que a veces a los estudiantes les recomendamos. Bien, van a tener que aprenderlo por su cuenta. Igual, por experiencia en la Facultad de Educación, se pueden formar grupos de estudio, ¿no? Los chicos eran tan animosos que ellos mismos se ponían a aprender, se practicaban entre ellos. Tenía un estudiante que me dijo, Miss, no, yo no voy a continuar porque mi inglés no es muy bueno, mejor voy a ir a traducción. Yo le digo, pero en traducción igual, también tienes que tener un buen nivel de inglés, entonces pues vamos a prepararnos con lectura. La lectura puede ayudarnos un poco, ¿no?, a aprender de manera autónoma por medio de plataformas, etc. But it is true, Anna, it is true that we really need to improve the way we are actually trying to pretend to teach the students, no? The way we are obviously fixing the curricula for the educational programs in general, no? In general, not only in education, in psychology, in chemistry. The good thing is that there are many good practices. There are many good practices. Okay, well, now we are going to check with this. This is what I wanted to teach you. No, this is what I wanted to teach you. It's up to you to look for information. You know, the information is there. We have lots of information. So why not giving your students something new, something interesting, something engaging? Like, for example, I am not an architect. I do not know things related to architecture. It's not my field. However, I am a curious teacher. I love looking for different resources. So what I used to do, yo recuerdo que cuando enseñaba este curso de arquitectura, tuve que dotarme de 3 o 4 libros, por lo menos relacionados a arquitectura, para poder entender, luego buscar información y de una manera muy didáctica, llegar a ellos, ¿no? Llegar a ellos y adaptar, tener que adaptar. Toma trabajo, sí, we have to adapt the whole material to the field that you are teaching, ¿no? Now, using international academic sources. It's important because we have to incorporate articles from international journals, magazines, global reports, essential critical reading tasks based on worldwide issues. But that depends on us. No, we have to adapt, we have to assign, but at the end, we have to teach them. And we have to teach them to compare, no, what is happening here in Peru, what is happening there, in Spain, what is happening in the national and definitely international context. And that is very important for the future professionals. Case studies is now trendy. I assume you guys use case studies with your students, right? Lots of cases, different situations through different we can call them even games, role plays, no, case studies, so they can then perform and they can discuss about them. Lexis, this is another thing that we should be a little bit concerned about. No, why Lexis matters? What is Lexis? Anybody who can help me here, Lexis?
Vocabulary.
Yeah, yes. It's important, no? It's important. Why? So we can understand what we are reading, in this case, academic success, articles, reports, chapters, right? For professional communication, because an accurate lexis obviously it's similar to more credible academic writing and presentations. For a global competence, obviously, because we are actually concluding, no, that international research, participation in conferences and exchanging programs obviously broaden my horizons. No, it will broaden my horizons. And a clear and effective expression, obviously, to express more complex ideas with clarity, precision, and sophistication. Okay? So, how good are you? How good are you at communicating your ideas properly through, I don't know, well, presentations, through writing? Another thing that I have learned through teaching English is that we're not good at all the skills. There is one skill that we're better at. In my case, for example, it could be writing and speaking. I love to speak, as you can see, and also writing. We're not good in all of the skills. Okay. How can we improve our lexis? How can we improve the lexis? Through games, word games, story builders. We can ask our students to categorize the words through nouns, verbs, adjectives, if they are more advanced, interjections, conjunctions, etc. No? So in that way, we can improve our lexis. One more question. Oh my God. Now we are going to play. We're going to play Kahoot. Do you like playing Kahoot or not? Oh, yes. Lee, you're paying attention, With songs too, yeah, of course, yeah. This is probably an old picture. I had this picture for a long time. And I keep using these pictures for not only this presentation, for other presentations. And my question is, can you relate with this picture? You are teaching right now, for example. I'm so excited to teach San Marquino's professors. I'm very happy to be here. And what's going on? What's going on with you? Some of you are in their cell phones, paying attention to other stuff, multitasking. I'm kidding. Can you relate with this picture? Yes, we can. What happens? We are teaching and the students are there somewhere, but not here, right? And why so? Why so? Why do you think so? Why? If we have probably prepared one of the most amazing lessons, we have brought realia, we are using different strategies to catch their attention. Why do you think so? There is a child over there. It's like a new generation, a child. Mioselit, can you help me? Can you relate with this picture?
Yeah, well, I can relate some of the students, yeah, some of them. It's because, yeah, this happens face-to-face and also in virtual classes, mostly in virtual classes, I guess, no? That's why we don't have control direct from our students. We don't know if they are there or not. During this time, I found my own strategies, like many other colleagues found good strategies to keep up there, but not all.
Attention.
Yes, we cannot leave, not at any minute. No, in my case, I developed that because I taught face-to-face and also virtually, and I have my ways. I have my ways to keep them there, and they cannot miss any minutes. So, but I needed to find
That is
some
great.
strategies.
You have developed
Yeah.
your own
I control it
strategies.
somehow.
Your own strategies.
Yeah, but I think that happens because there is nowadays, because of technology, it developed more and more and more this deficit of attention or concentration. That
Yes,
increased, I
yes.
think, as well. No, some students are like that, not because they want to. It's just because there's this phenomena called homophobia nowadays that I just got, and that means that they are quite addicted to it. They cannot stay without the cell phone or manipulating or
Addiction, yeah.
scrolling something just because their hands need it.
Anxiety.
You know, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I think it's just a consequence of technology as well.
A consequence, yeah. It's the new trend. It's the new generation of people that we have here, more anxious people. They want to have everything that fast, no, and they get distracted easily. So that's why we need to engage them. We need to engage them. Right. Look, this is for you to laugh a little bit. This is a joke. See, I told you they will not notice. No, and here another one. There are 4 monkeys facing each other. The screen, probably the cell phone, 2 more behind and 1 over there. The new alphabet. Now, this is how we should talk now to our students, how we should talk to them. No, Apple, Bluetooth, chat. And this is old-fashioned already. This is old-fashioned. Twitter, well, right now, there are even more. There is a newer alphabet probably now. But we have to communicate in that way now. We have to. I have learned to do it. That is true. Science fiction is becoming a science fact. Why? Now I'm going to share with you a video about university practice that I found interesting. And then if you want, you can comment on it. You can tell me what is your perception? Do you think that is going to happen one day in San Marcos University? Hopefully, yes. Hopefully, teacher, that is going to happen in 50 years from now on. No, come on. Science fiction, not anymore. It's a reality, a virtual reality, yes. Now, we're going to watch this video really quick, and you are going to tell me what do you see here.
Los estudiantes de las escuelas de la Escuela de Lenguas, de la Facultad de Lenguas, perdón, pueden trasladarse a los países cuyas lenguas están estudiando.
Can you hear? Is it possible for you to hear? Yes? Can you hear? Excellent, fantastic.
Sí, bueno, allí como que empiezan a intercambiar con los profesores y están en el lugar
claro.
ellos cuya lengua están estudiando, entonces eso les permite mucho más poder de concentración. Fíjense.
Nos suma, esto ha sido una invitación desde Secretaría Académica de nuestra Facultad de Lenguas. Nosotros somos la Cátedra de Cultura y Civilización de los Pueblos de Habla Inglesa y lo que queríamos es sumarnos a la innovación, sumarnos a esta invitación desde la gestión de nuestra facultad e implementar la realidad virtual, para que los aprendizajes de los alumnos sean significativos.
¿Cómo sería eso, por ejemplo?
Bueno, nuestra materia, por ejemplo, da arquitectura y pintura de los siglos de la Edad Media, de los siglos XVII, XVIII e inclusive XIX en Inglaterra. Y durante el grado es muy probable que nuestros estudiantes no lleguen a ir a conocer personalmente los edificios que estudiamos como representativos de la realidad, del contexto cultural de ese momento. Entonces, tener la oportunidad de, mediante la realidad virtual, visitarlos es riquísimo. Y sobre todo es muy motivador. Y justo cuando hicimos la actividad la semana pasada, la titular de la cátedra decía, realmente estos chicos salen todos con una sonrisa después de haber hecho esta visita virtual.
Claro, ¿no? Porque realmente es llevarlos al lugar donde se habla lo que ellos están estudiando. Es como trasladarlos de un momento para otro.
Exactamente, bueno, esa es la idea de la realidad virtual. Y además es esto que te comentaba de sumarnos a la innovación, ¿no? Sumarnos a dar respuesta a las nuevas necesidades de nuestros estudiantes y a la motivación. Entonces, y también invitarlos a que ellos en un futuro, desde lo que cada uno puede como cátedra, ¿no? Se sumen a ser profesionales innovadores en nuestro país.
Excellent. Okay, so now, what do you think? What is your opinion? Is there any opinion regarding this science fiction? Is it science fiction anymore? No. Or science fact? Science fact, Cecilia, is science fact. So I know that some of you are really worried about the curricula, but let's forget for a second about the curricula and the syllabus, and let's focus on what is going on in the classroom. What is going on in the classroom? Students that can play video games and understand English that perfect that is surprising. So how come they cannot read academic texts? No? Is there any opinion, any idea? I think Mr. Eduardo, I think was raising hand. Somebody was raising hand. Anybody wants to participate?
Sí, lo que yo quería decir es que hay que incorporar la tecnología a la enseñanza, ¿no? No hay que tener miedo a la tecnología. Miren, la forma como yo aprendí inglés, que fue hace ya algunas décadas,
Ajá.
es la forma como se puede aprender ahora. Ahora hay una cantidad de material, como usted lo ha comentado. Uno puede ingresar a Internet, puede ingresar a YouTube y puede escuchar directamente a las personas y puede escuchar diferentes formas de hablar inglés, ¿no? Nosotros cuando estudiábamos teníamos que, bueno, era la profesora, ¿no? El profesor, teníamos que aprender con libros, ¿no? Ahora se puede aprender con la internet, con los smartphones, ¿no? Los jóvenes en eso son bastante dinámicos, ¿no? Miren, yo dicto un curso de historia contemporánea.
Ajá.
Y cuando yo estoy tocando algún tema, yo veo que los jóvenes están buscando la información en sus celulares, ¿no? Y eso es lo que yo los motivo, ¿no? Les digo, busquen información, vean. De historia contemporánea en YouTube hay tanto material, hay películas, ¿no? Hay documentales. Entonces, sí, yo creo que hay que superar los obstáculos, ¿ah? Miren, en mi facultad hace unas décadas había un curso de metodología de la enseñanza, una cosa así, no recuerdo exactamente el título. ¿Qué era lo que enseñaba el profesor? Cómo usar Word, cómo usar Excel, ¿no? Eso ya el estudiante lo trae, ¿no? Y en el caso del idioma es igual, ¿no? Había una profesora con la que yo coincido, uno no va a aprender el idioma en la universidad, ¿no? Porque si se pretende eso, tendríamos que crear pues varios cursos, ¿no? Entonces, sí motivarlos para que fuera de hora, ellos amplíen, ¿no? Su conocimiento, ¿no?
Thank you, Eduardo. Yes. So the message is do not be afraid. No, do not be afraid. Right? Sometimes we feel reluctant. We are scared of technology. And yeah, it has happened to me. It has happened. But now I feel happy because there are a lot of comments on the chat regarding this topic, you know, and even a teacher is saying virtual reality is also a reality, you know, it's real now, it's happening. So do you remember the question yesterday about open your eyes, right? We have to do it. Yeah, we have to do it. We have to advance. The only way of advancing is learning. is investigating, is researching. Sometimes I do not learn things because somebody's teaching me. I learn things because I have the information in the web. So what I do is to Google, okay, use artificial intelligence, use a platform to learn another language. Right now, I'm learning another language, which is really difficult. The oldest language on earth, Euskera, I'm learning. How hard it is for me right now, but probably not for young people, right? Digital tools, we have many platforms, we have many. I will go kind of fast now. I will run a little bit, but don't worry. The idea is not running, it's learning. That's what I always say to my students. No, we have a lot of things to cover, but the idea is learning. And if you want to learn a little bit more, you can always send me an email and I can interact with you. Platforms in San Marcos. Can you mention one platform in San Marcos? Because so far, I don't think we use any, right? I remember at private universities, I used to work with Blackboard, Moodle. But how about Google Classroom? Are you using Google Classroom, Yoselit? Yeah? Do you have any experience with Google Classroom?
Yes.
Yeah. Actually, during pandemic, the university got this. Yes, we have Classroom, but however, after we came back to normality, the budget was away, and we don't have so many gigas. We have many problems in the university with the internet, but it will be good. No, I don't know. The budget is out for now. We're running out of budget at the university, but that's the platform that we have been using. Yeah.
I see. Yeah, it's really useful. I have to say that I have worked with all of them, I think. All of them. I mean, the trendiest ones now. If you ask me for a favorite, I don't have a favorite. I mean, Blackboard is fantastic. However, if you don't know how to use it, obviously it doesn't work. Or if the students are not eager to learn how it works, right, it will be hard, no? And regarding digital tools, we have lots of them. Now, I would like to play with you. I don't know if there will be enough time to cover the following topics, but again, I'm promising to share the information regarding research and so on. Let's see. I prepare a Kahoot. The problem, there is always a problem with technology, is that I think Kahoot right now is not accepting more than 10 participants. And I realized that today in the morning. Yeah. But, well, yes. I don't know. Let's see if that is true or not. Let's quickly play. Do you like playing in class? I think playing, it's also a good way of learning. Do you like playing in class?
Yes, I like.
Oh, I love playing. You cannot imagine. Yeah, sometimes my students are like, let's play, like children, no? Like children, let's play again, and so on. Well, what is this? Start. Yeah. Okay. Well, this is how. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
One second.
Yes.
This one, no. This one. Wait. This one. Now we're going to quickly. Oh no, this one. Quickly play. Quickly. And how you get into this situation? This is Kahoot. I love Kahoot. I love quizzes, but now quizzes has another name. I love Mentimeter, Padlet. Those are the most famous ones, right? Machi is there. Is there any other participant? You just scan the QR. Yeah, scan the QR and join, please. I have an award. Casimiro is thinking. Casimiro, do you need help? Vamos a intentar jugar el Kahoot. Lo que les indicaba era que se pueden unir con el código QR que está por aquí. No sé si se logra ver. ¿Sí? Liz, yay, I have more participants. Bien, les doy un minutito para que se unan rápidamente. Me dan un segundito, 1 second. Excellent. I've got Elmer, Oscar, Mioselí, Maru, Liz Velázquez, Edgardo Brau. Yo creo que ya vamos a empezar. Son los representantes el día de hoy de la universidad. Vamos a ver quién se lleva el premio. Teacher, what is the award? A flying ticket? Is there money involved? I'm kidding. Okay. Do you think we are ready? This is like, teacher, what is gonna be the award today? Knowledge. Yes. I love playing Kahoot, but to be honest, it's been a while not playing it. Bien, vamos a empezar. Tomémoslo como una práctica. María, yes, María. Hello. María, te escucho. ¿Se me escucha, María? Hello. Ay, se están uniendo todavía. Paul. Bien, yo creo que algunos están desde el celular, entonces como que no... a veces el detalle es estar en la laptop y del celular jugar, ¿no? Bien, vamos a empezar. Empezamos. Let's go. I think it's better to learn through practice. I love to learn through practice. I mean, through doing it. So we have to do it. Now, there are 20 questions, and I will try to go quick, okay? Question number 1. Can you guess this flag? This country is made up of 50 states and a national government in Washington, D.C. South Africa, USA, Chile, Florida. Very easy. Esta bandera, ¿a qué país pertenece? All right. Si no estamos participando en el juego en sí, me pueden dar sus respuestas, pueden activar el audio.
Disculpe, llegó mi paciente un ratito, me debo retirar.
Okay, it's fine, don't worry. Okay, question number 2. Can you guess this flag? The capital of this country is Nassau. Nassau. La capital de este país es Nassau. ¿Qué bandera será esa? ¿La de Australia, Bahamas, Haití, Puerto Rico?
Bahamas.
Ajá, por ahí nos está soplando Eduardo. No sé si Eduardo está jugando. Bahamas, good job. Bien. Which country is a shamrock a symbol of? Uy, mi favorito, el trébol de 4 hojas, ¿no? That's the translation. Which country? Ah, este está un poco más difícil, ¿no? Spain, Ireland, England, USA. I am between, yes, Ireland. And then, ¿cómo vamos? Paul, Machi, Jasmine, Oscar, Elmer. Okay, let's keep going. A flying ticket for the winner. Can you guess this flag? The world famous Guinness beer is from this country. England, Wales, Ireland, India. El famoso Guinness es de este país. Parece una bandera conocida. Can you guess this flag? Ireland again. Okay. Yeah. Bien. Ajá, ¿cómo va el scoreboard? Bien. What American holiday is celebrated on the 4th? On the 4th, Thursday in November. Bien, cuando yo les enseño a mis estudiantes, nunca se me pasan las fechas de celebración. Y esta celebración es muy famosa, es como una Navidad en los Estados Unidos, ¿no? Entonces, el lado cultural es bonito también introducirlo en las sesiones, el famoso Thanksgiving, ¿no? El Thanksgiving. Bien. Vamos rápido con la siguiente. 6. Can you guess this flag? It is considered the smallest continent. El continente más pequeño, the smallest continent.
Inglaterra.
No. No. It's actually Australia. Australia. Okay. Let's continue. Bien. Now, 7. What are the stars from the Americas flag representing? ¿Qué representarán esas estrellas en la bandera de los Estados Unidos? Teacher, come on. That's why I love playing, because the questions, sometimes it's for us to learn about different stuff, but the 50 states, good. Uh-huh. What is Paul? Paul, hello, Paul Gutierrez. Hello, Paul, are you there? How does it feel, Paul? You're
Yes.
the first one in the scoreboard. How does it feel? Good?
Good. Very good.
Excellent.
Nice.
Let's keep going. Let's keep going. I'm not going to disturb you. Can you guess this flag? Chess was invented in this country. Fue un país donde se inventó el ajedrez. Chess. Well, because of the girl, we can guess that it is India. Yeah, all right. Now, let's continue. Now, we continue. 9. What is the name of the UK flag? This has el nombre de la bandera de UK, del Reino Unido. Tiene un nombre muy particular. It has the name of a chocolate, even the name of a chocolate. Teacher, how do you know? Reading. The Union Jack. Yeah, it's the Union Jack. Now, let's continue. 10. Can you guess this flag? Again, the flag. Okay. One of the world's most expensive coffee is cultivated here. Uno de los cafés más caros se cultiva aquí. ¿En dónde será? ¿Dónde será que se cultiva el café más caro? Jamaica. Do you know that in Jamaica people also speak English? Yeah? Do you know that in Jamaica people speak English?
Yes, of course. Bob Marley.
Of course, yeah. Thank you, Oscar.
Yes.
No? Okay, good. Then, who gave the Statue of Liberty to the United States? ¿Quién les dio, dice, la Estatua de la Libertad?
Francia.
Good, good, good. You see, we are learning through, as we are playing, no? All right, here. One more question. Can you guess this flag? The author of the Harry Potter books, J.K. Rowling, was born in this country. ¿Dónde nació J.K. Rowling? A los que les encanta leer Harry Potter. Who knows this? England. England, yes. Inglaterra.
Brasileño.
Okay. Which is the only language speaking country in Central America? Yo creo que esta pregunta es mi favorita. He estado en este país en 2 oportunidades. Hablan francés y hablan inglés. El inglés lo hablan muy bien.
de la cultura afro-brasileña,
Ah,
como
Belize. O Belize.
algo
Belize.
internet.
Yeah. Okay, how are we doing? Oh, Paul keeps being the winner. Come on, Oscar, you can beat Paul. Elmer, Machi, and Maru. They're still in the game. They're still in the game. Ya acabamos ahora, muy pronto. Can you guess this flag? The mix of cultures gives this country the nickname of the Rainbow Nation. El Rainbow Nation. Hay una canción sobre el Rainbow Nation. It is another country where people speak English really well. People speak English in South Africa really well. Okay, let's continue. Question 15, I think. Question 15. Let's keep going. In which season does Australia celebrate Christmas? In which season does Australia celebrate Christmas? Let me see. ¿En qué estación? Ellos son similar, ¿no? Similar to Peru in summer. But for example, in Europe, people celebrate Christmas in winter. Here in Spain, it's really cold. Little things that are good to know. Now, let's keep going. 16. What is a double-decker? ¿Qué será el famoso double-decker? Yo creo que con la foto podemos entender, ¿no? I think we can understand. What is a double-decker? The bus. It's a bus, teacher. Good. Almost there. Complete the English idiom. Oh, I sometimes sleep like a. En inglés también tenemos muchas expresiones idiomáticas, o las famosas expresiones idiomáticas. And in this case, the answer is lock. What is the lock? The lock es el del árbol, ¿no? El tronco del árbol. That's the idea, the lock. Good. 18. Which country of the UK has a dragon on its flag? Teacher, come on, is this the Lord of the Rings? Is this there is another one, the Game of Thrones, sorry, not the Lord of the Rings, it's in my time, it's the Game of Thrones. And even the Game of Thrones right now has like, lots of episodes. I love it, by the way. Wales, good job. Who guessed? Paul again. Paul again, okay. What bird is the symbol of New Zealand? The New Zealand. Kiwi, kangaroo, emu, or panda? Oh, very easy. Very easy. The kiwi. Okay. And last question. Last question. Okay. Complete the English idiom. That's right. As you are doing, as right as. As right as what? And now we're gonna get a winner. Okay. And this is the moment that I love. The moment that I love, the people in the podium. Good job, Elmer. Good job, Oscar. And who else? Who else? Who's the winner? They are looking for the winner. Good job. Thank you very much for the participation in the game. I already took a picture. Paul Gutierrez. Paul, what are your kind words to the audience? What are your words to the audience? How did you feel when playing?
Very good. I feel very good.
Good. What else? What else, Paul? Come on, come on.
Okay. I don't expect this premise from this. trophy. I think it's difficult to be playing in English. No, I don't practice very much this language.
In
I
Spanish.
read.
En Spanish.
Bueno, sí. No lo practico mucho, me he dedicado más sí lo leo bien, lo leo correctamente, pero no, prefiero, no me, lo leo, lo escribo, pero lo leo hasta lo puedo escribir, pero no lo practico mucho
Yo ya sé por
el
qué mi
hablarlo.
amiga Mioseli ya se convirtió en mi friend, está sorprendida. Me imagino que es por lo mismo que yo pienso. ¿Cómo es posible que si no lo practica ha ganado el juego, teacher? ¿No? ¿Yes? Claro. Muy
Sencillo, pero lo
bien.
bien.
A veces hay cosas que entendemos por cultura general también, ¿no? ¿Y qué hacemos? Relacionamos. Entonces, podríamos concluir que no es tan difícil, ¿no? El tema del idioma cuando empezamos a volvernos un poco más curiosos, a investigar, a practicar, a jugar. ¿Por qué no jugar en clase? ¿Por qué no usar estas herramientas que son válidas? Son válidas. No diría que debemos usarlas siempre, no son mis favoritas siempre, a veces, pero animan, ¿no, Paul? ¿Animan?
Sí, bastante. Anima
Sí,
bastante.
sí, claro, claro que sí. Entonces, yo los invito a armar material usando el Padlet, usando el Mentimeter, y la lista se las voy a mandar, ¿ya? Les voy a mandar la lista de lo que sería ideal en una clase, ¿no? De vez en cuando yo jugaba Kahoot también con los estudiantes en la facultad y, ¡uy, qué divertido era!, ¿no? Entonces, por ahí un premio o algo a los ganadores era genial, era muy interesante. Y luego ellos también me enseñaban muchas otras aplicaciones para poder mejorar el acento. Por acá les voy a enseñar otra también para mejorar el acento. Nosotros con la IA colocábamos el país y la persona y el mensaje, entonces la IA nos iba reproduciendo el mensaje con diferentes acentos. Era muy interesante. Ok. Felicitaciones a los ganadores. Felicitaciones. Congratulations. Congratulations to the winners. Conclusion. Is there any positive contribution of technology in education? Yes. I assume yes, if we know how to use it, no? If we know how to use it. If we properly find a balance between technology and definitely the usage of it. Look at my students. These are my students long ago playing, because the experience of teaching doesn't need to be boring. It has to be fun. Teaching is fun. So you need to enjoy what you are doing, no? And I think that is the secret of success. Sometimes people ask me, okay, what is the method that you use? I use communicative approach. I try my best to teach terminology, academic tests, but at the same time, fun moments, no? Fun moments in class with a clear objective and a project to present. Now, global projects with interdisciplinary focus are the key to success. Connect English learning with the students' academic majors, no? Let's see, yeah, there. Business, psychology, engineering, law, we have to connect, okay? We have to look for materials that are adequate to these majors. Assign projects involving international case studies and cross-disciplinary analysis, and encourage students to present solutions based on international models. I think I will highlight the last one. Which one will you highlight? I will highlight this one. I know when they start working, when my students start working, but I love when they solve a problem. When they start giving me a solution to a problem. Problems, we have many. I do have many. Yes. Solutions, a few people are courageous to give solutions to problems. So try to address some of them to present and to use your interdisciplinary focus and to manage your projects in class, right? Somebody was raising hand? Somebody was raising hand? Anybody? Anybody? Here? No? No? Okay, that's fine. Now, what is the task? Because we have to present a task. Yes, we have to. Ok, vamos a hablar rápidamente sobre los exámenes internacionales y luego les voy a dejar un task, ¿ya? Vamos a aplicar un task. Teacher, but why a task here? No homework. Do you like homework? There are some students who love homework. There are some students who hate homework. Yeah. I love homework. In that we learn, but when we don't have much time, it's not a good way of learning, ¿no? So, hay algo muy interesante que aprendí ahora en mi curso de la euskera. Whenever you have the time, nos dice la profesora, ¿no? Whenever you have the time, you can present me the writing. Y todavía eso no me puede cuadrar, ¿no? Como el whenever, porque nosotros siempre tenemos un deadline, ¿no? Deadline. That's stressful. However, we must present this task, ¿ok? Vamos a hacer este application task, el cual yo voy a recibir y voy a apreciar al que me lo envía al correo. ¿Cuál es el application task? Me encantaría que armen y rediseñen. ¿Se acuerdan que ayer les dije rediseñar? Ya yo tengo una forma de enseñar, por ejemplo, los English speaking countries. Ok, ya. Pero el día de hoy aprendí que lo puedo hacer usando la tecnología o de repente enfocándolo más en algún project, ok, que podría de una u otra manera usar el field al cual yo pertenezco a la facultad, ¿no? Make it interdisciplinary. Or what global authors strengthen my syllabus, or what updated English sources can you add, ¿ok? Entonces, vamos a hacer un redesign. Vamos a tratar de rediseñar y de manera muy práctica me la envían al email, ¿ok? Is it okay? What do you think? Not today, not tomorrow.
Please,
I mean, you have the weekend. You have the weekend. Y me encantaría ver cómo es que han rediseñado, ¿no? el tema, utilizando obviamente international references. International references. Les vuelvo a poner mi mail para los que no me han copiado. A ver.
Yes, please.
Yes, ok. Y pues hubiera sido genial hacer un micro teaching, pero ustedes saben que time flies. In English we say time flies. What is the translation of time flies?
El tiempo vuela.
Oh, yes. Anna, I think, no? Anna?
Yes, Annali.
My translator.
Both.
Anna, I appreciate it. Time flies, Anna. So please, the mini plan for your psychology, no? Psychology students, because you work for the psychology faculty, you are going to redesign, no? For example, you had a way of teaching a topic. Okay, this is the way I always teach. Esa es la forma en como yo siempre he enseñado este tema, pero ahora van a pensar en cómo usar international references para rediseñarlo. Algo bastante sencillo. And here says mini plan, ¿eh? Mini plan. It's not a, oh, okay, I have to present. No, it's just a mini plan. All right? Good. I think it's clear, right, teachers? It's clear?
Profesora, su correo.
A mi correo, whenever we have the time, during the weekend. Okay? Excellent. I hope it's pretty clear. Now, I'm going to quickly talk about international exams because I assume everybody wants to know. And one of the main reasons I came here, where I am now in Spain, in the Basque Country, is because I wanted to visit International House. Do you know what is International House? Hay un International House en Lima también, está en Miraflores. Una de las, se podría decir una de
Yes, I
las
know that. In Miraflores, yes.
Una de las cosas por la que también quería venir por aquí era para visitar el International House que está en San Sebastián. Muy bonito, muy interesante, pero ¿qué hay ahí, teacher? ¿Qué se hace ahí? No entiendo ya. La idea es que se toman exámenes internacionales, pero un poco más avanzados, no como los que estamos acostumbrados a que, ok, International Exams of Cambridge, ¿no? En Lima tenemos muchos centros autorizados donde se imparten estos exámenes internacionales y expertos de distintos países, en este caso Inglaterra, de habla inglesa, vienen a evaluar a los estudiantes, ¿no? En muchos colegios bilingües también se da. Sería genial que en San Marcos, y justo eso conversábamos con la doctora Ofelia Santos, que es la que kindly invited me to this workshop. Sería genial que San Marcos en algún momento se vuelva un centro examinador. ¿Por qué no? Si tienen un centro de idiomas, ¿no? Siempre nos hacíamos esa pregunta. ¿Por qué no? Si es una universidad reconocida a nivel mundial. Entonces esperemos que muy pronto se logre que sea un centro examinado, un centro autorizado para poder tomar exámenes internacionales. Bien, les cuento un poquito ya en español de la Universidad de Cambridge. La Universidad de Cambridge es el inglés de Inglaterra, British English, le decimos British English, ¿ok? Y tenemos distintos exámenes. Este es el marco común europeo, de European Framework. Teacher, ¿qué es el European Framework? Son los niveles, ¿no? Pero en el marco común europeo no se describen como básico, elemental, no, se describen por letras, A1, A2, B1, B1+, y B2. Y here, ¿no? FCE, y luego hay dos más, que son aún más avanzados, el CAE y el CPE, ¿no? El Proficiency. Bien. It provides a standardized way of describing the language ability, ¿no? Aquí el examen es standardized, que significa que me evalúan las 4 habilidades, ¿no? Speaking, el writing, el listening comprehension, reading comprehension. Entonces yo me debo preparar para rendir este examen. Y muchos de los estudiantes que han estado conmigo en la Facultad de Educación tienen el PET, algunos el B2. Entonces, pues ahí sí se podía trabajar, ¿no? Ahí sí se podía trabajar. ¿Por qué? Porque van a ser teachers de inglés, entonces la mayoría está aquí. Ahí, ¿no? Por ahí. Pero lamentablemente nuestros estudiantes, como ya comentaban algunos profesores, algunos por aquí, ¿no? Entonces, pues es una realidad que esperemos vaya mejorando de a pocos. Bien, esos exámenes de Cambridge University, ¿no? Como ya indiqué, se dan en centros autorizados. Seguramente que muchos de ustedes cuentan con alguno. ¿Hay alguien que cuente con algún examen internacional? Anybody here who has an international exam? Miss Elite, yes. Which one do you have? Which one?
The last one I achieved was C1.
You have the CAE, the C1,
Yeah. C8.
Excellent, Miss Elite. Oh my goodness! So that's why you are interested in learning even more.
Yeah, it's hard. It's a hard way. It's a long way to get there. It's not easy at all. Not even getting.
No, of course, yeah, yes. I know, because it was also really hard for me to pass that exam, no, because of different things.
That's why I know the International House, because I was preparing before there, like for 3 months, I think I've been there.
Excellent.
And I prepared before I took the test.
You prepared yourself at International House from Lima?
International House in Miraflores, yeah. It was actually before pandemic, and then pandemic came, and then I stopped, and then I reviewed on my own before I took the test, because I took the test after the pandemic.
Okay, Moseli. So
I
now
understand.
you have to keep going. You have to keep going for proficiency. You
Thank
have
you.
to keep
Yeah,
going.
that's what I have
Yeah.
to. Thanks.
Yay. Okay. And well, this is like the assessment, no? This is a Cambridge assessment of English that it provides, the University of Cambridge. And normally the statements of results are kind of like this ones. Bien. Luego también tenemos el TKT, que es para profesores, Teaching Knowledge Test. This is methodology to a B2 level. The Cambridge CELTA, which is methodology to certificate in teaching English to speakers of other languages, ¿no? Este examen, por ejemplo, es el que yo recién estoy estudiando. Digo recién porque me encantaría ya tener el Delta, ¿no? Para poder interactuar aún mejor con personas de otros países, ¿no? Esta es la meta, pero estamos aquí, en CELTA. Entonces, son exámenes internacionales para profesores, para poder enseñar también en otros países. Entonces, son muy, well, no, it's not easy, as Marcelit has mentioned, but we can take them. ¿No? We can start. Podríamos empezar. ¿Empezar con cuál? Con un FCE, ¿no? Start. We can start with an FCE. ¿Dónde encontramos el Celta y el Delta? Son más difíciles de tomar, ¿ah? Son más difíciles. Me parece que International House ofrece Celta en Miraflores y Delta también. Un poco más complicado encontrarlos de manera comercial en el IN, en el Británico de Idiomas Católicas, no. Normalmente se encuentran los FCE, CAE, even CPE, but these ones, it's kind of, it's more complicated to find them. So, por eso es que mencionaba la famosa Casa Internacional. La pueden visitar si alguien está interesado en esos exámenes, ¿no? De metodología ya un poco más avanzada para enseñar personas de otros países, ¿no? Speakers of other languages, que hablan otros idiomas. It's different, the methodology, it's different, but it's lovely. Okay. International English Language Testing System. No, we always take, the IELTS, me olvidaba de mencionar el IELTS. El IELTS es sugerido, sobre todo si nosotros queremos hacer una maestría o ya avanzar al doctorado en otras universidades de habla inglesa, Australia, the United States, they sometimes require you to have IELTS, okay? I don't have IELTS, to be honest. However, I have prepared a lot of, not only teachers, even I remember students. No, there is a famous school in the United States, the School of Music. I remember one of my students was taking the IELTS in order to apply for this School of Music. Okay, good. And there you have the reasons why you can take this exam: study, work, immigration, no? IELTS, it's another option. Then the one that I always try to include in the academic texts is the TOEFL. Uso bastante las lecturas del TOEFL en todas las clases que tengo a nivel intermedio, ¿no? A nivel intermedio. El TOEFL es un examen americano de la Universidad de Michigan. El detalle es que es mucho más práctico tomarlo porque me parece que el IGNA ya lo da mensualmente. En cambio, los exámenes de la Universidad de Cambridge son en fechas específicas a mitad del año, ¿no? En julio. Ahora han agregado uno más, me parece en octubre. Luego ahora en diciembre se viene otro. Entonces es un poco más difícil tomarlos de la Universidad de Cambridge. El TOEFL, el ECP y el ECCE son de la Universidad de Michigan, inglés americano, American English. Y el IGNA los ofrece de manera mensual, ¿no? Entonces, optar por un TOEFL, why not? ¿Ya? Podríamos optar por un TOEFL, sobre todo los que ya están trabajando ya en sus research topics, en sus scientific papers. Optar por el TOEFL podría ser un gran paso. ¿Ok? Bien, y luego tenemos el ECCE, que es el nivel B2, y el ECP, que es el C1. I've got this one. I've got the ECP. It was tough to pass it as well. Huh? It requires preparation, a lot of preparation. Yay, thank you, Marceline. Okay, now, good. We are going to finish one more assessment here, one more assessment. Yes, Margarita, Margarita, yes, hello. Te escucho, Margarita.
Okay. Good afternoon, good afternoon, everybody. So sorry I couldn't participate in the previous activity, but I would like to participate here.
Yes,
Well,
Margarita.
first of all, I want to tell you thank you so much for giving us a lot of information, and also it was a refresh for me too. Talking about the international examination, I totally agree with you that we should maybe if any teacher doesn't have it, so he or she can start with a TOEFL. Yes, and also what about TKT? What do you think about TKT?
Are you an English teacher, Margarita? An English
Of
teacher? No.
course, of course.
Yes,
I'm an English
yes.
teacher. I work at San Marcos University as an English teacher in the language center,
In
SAIT.
the Faculty of Education.
Yes, education, yeah. And also I'm a public teacher at the school and a private school too. I'm a trainer too. I work
Amazing,
a lot.
amazing, Margarita. It's good. So you know what I mean. You know what I
Yeah.
mean. Sí, claro, te recomiendo tomar el Teaching Knowledge Test porque es un examen de metodología. El nivel es como el del FCE aquí, en el B2 más o menos. El B2, ¿ok? Entonces, en el
Okay,
Teaching Knowledge
thank you.
Test se evalúa la metodología con escenarios. It's different
Sí,
things,
sí.
different
Sí,
chapters,
yes,
¿no?
I
Entonces,
know how to do it because I was practicing a lot and I'm very good at that kind of exercise, ¿no? Okay, and also I want to add something. Bueno, lo voy a
Yes.
hablar en español, en Spanish, yes, para los, de repente algunos teachers, ¿no? Decirle una reflexión que he tenido siempre, y yo he trabajado en los coars de Puno, donde los alumnos tienen básico nivel porque vienen de un segundo año de secundaria y pasan un tercero y no saben ni siquiera escribir Apple, bueno, decirle, porque en esas regiones los profesores de inglés son escasos, faltan profesores de inglés, ya que como no hay profesores de inglés, ¿quiénes toman inglés? El profesor de educación física, de matemática, que le faltan horas, y toma inglés y le dan, porque no hay otra persona especializada. Entonces, yo agradezco bastante, soy samarquina de corazón, mi alma mater, San Marco, que me ha enseñado, y yo siempre, lo que yo aprendo, queridos colegas, hay que ser el efecto multiplicador. Te agradezco bastante que nos haya dado esta charla porque ha sido completa, con full technology. Yo conozco profesores del Estado, de mis colegas que tienen 60, 70 y no manejan la y se aferran, no quieren. Pero hay otros que sí se atreven y sí se puede. Todo es fácil. No hay nada imposible. Lo único imposible es para la muerte. No hay solución. Para lo demás sí hay, querido colega. Y decirle y dar una reflexión. ¿Cómo podemos hacer? ¿Por qué no? Yo he sido docente de francés también y he visto que en los colegios, en otros países se le enseñan inglés. Tengo alumnos venezolanos que saben el inglés más que los peruanos porque ellos llevan el inglés desde inicial. Pero lamentablemente, claro, lamentablemente aquí en Perú, no quiero hablar de política, pero no se enseña desde inicial. Se debe enseñar desde inicial. ¿Para qué? Para que ese nivel vaya avanzando y lleguen a secundaria, tengan un nivel avanzado y cuando llegan a la universidad y necesitan su inglés, que lamentablemente solamente lo utilizan en el primero, segundo ciclo, tercer ciclo, de ahí lo desaparece, no se acuerdan, entonces se debe implementar. Queridos colegas, podemos con usted formar un grupo de WhatsApp, podemos seguir, que no termine aquí la charla, se puede comentar, se puede participar, de repente se puede hacer una guía, lo que es de repente hoy día usted expone, de repente otro colega acá expone, de repente otra tecnología. A mí me gusta bastante la metodología.
Oh,
He aprendido la metodología porque a veces en San Marcos enseñamos junior, queridos colegas. Yo enseño junior en San Juan del Lurigancho y hay un niño de 9 años que yo ya lo llevo 12 años. He hecho una graduación con ellos, con el idioma, porque en CI también se enseña juniors. Y ese niño de 9 años habla inglés. Y me dice, ¿cómo haces? Fácil, motivación, todo lo que usted dice, tecnología, pero lo más importante es enseñar el inglés con corazón, ¿no? Enseñar realmente con pasión. El alumno aprende cuando está emocionado, cuando el cerebro está emocionado. Y eso es lo que hemos visto hoy día, ¿no? He aprendido más tecnología, solamente sabía unas 4 o 5 apps, lo de Kahoot, que es lo más común, pero el Miri Venture, lo demás podemos utilizarlo. Muchas gracias y ojalá que se siga. Podemos hacer ese grupo de WhatsApp y nosotros podemos intercambiar. Yo tengo que compartir con ustedes la metodología francesa, que la cambio al inglés. Y bueno, thank you very much.
Margarita, thank you so much for your lovely, kind, very sensitive and touching words. Yeah, I know that we are very passionate. No, we teachers, we're always like that. However, these are not new things. And whenever I start with the theory, I get overwhelmed as well, no? Overwhelmed, like, oh my God, theory. But these authors, those investigations were presented in the 1997, in the 1995, the last one, the ESP, in the 2005, in the 2008. Can you imagine? This is 2025. We are moving to 2026. So my perception is that this is technology. This is the new world. This is not science fiction anymore, as I was kidding before. This is a fact. The fact that the information is there, but the right method should be applied according to the students that I have. And obviously, we have to share good practices, share good experiences. I have worked in public schools as well, Margarita. I have worked in public schools for a long time. And it was awful. I'm sorry to use the word awful because I had a chalk. Do you know what is a chalk? A chalk and a blackboard. A chalk and a blackboard. However, I had imagination, I had strategies, I had the willingness to make my students learn in a fun environment. I had creativity. No, so those were probably my own skills that I use in order to teach English through different methods, strategies that are well known. But as you know, toda la teoría que tenemos ya es sabida, ¿no? Ya es sabida. Yo creo que es hora de nosotros presentar nuevas soluciones, ¿no? Soluciones de cambio. Entonces, como indica Margarita, podemos formar de repente un grupo de interés, a community where teachers are interested in. First, I think we have to polish our English, no? First, we have to polish the English. As I told you, I was interviewing a person who presented a scientific paper, but it was not easy. She had to travel to different countries in order to ask and improve, to investigate. She had to interview different people as I am doing now. She had to improve her English, not only 1 international exams, probably 3, probably 4. It is a tough reality, the one we're living at the universities. But the thing is that we have passionate teachers that would love to cooperate and share with each other and obviously learn, because I'm learning also from you different things. I didn't know many facts about the university as well. But it's good to know. It's good to know because that is the starting point. The starting point. Okay, this is the starting point, and now slowly we have to build on it. Okay. All right, teachers. Don't you worry. That those are my words for now, and I would like to finish with the academic meetings. I think this was supposed to be this is a task that I prepared for you, but I feel happy because in a way you have participated and you have expressed your feelings in different ways, and I could hear that there are many things that we have to fix. So I was supposed to do this round table with you. We can do it in another time, but the idea is this, that you have to think of an international issue that is currently impacting higher education, scientific development, or technological innovation. What do we have to do? We have to keep on investigating. We have to keep on investigating in order to what? In order to present a scientific paper, not only for a master's degree or for a PhD, because we need to address a solution to a group of people. In general words, we need to contribute with the society. That is the idea. So that is a personal homework that I'm gonna assign you. Okay, that is your personal homework. And right now, I have to share with you what I promised. What did I promise? To travel. A flying ticket, no? Paul was the winner of the Kahoot. Your award, Paul, is a flying ticket.
Okay.
I wish I had the money to give you a flying ticket. Are you pursuing studying abroad, Paul, one day or not?
For this moment, no.
Thinking about that, about the studying abroad, a master's degree, a PhD or something, or no? Not yet.
Yes, but in Norway or Thailand, I guess in a time.
Yeah, probably in the future, no?
Yes, in the future.
I know that many teachers here contribute to international universities, and they have communities of work. I know. But what do we need in order to start a new research or investigation? What do we need? We need to feel motivated, right? Motivation is what taking us to take the plunge. What is the idea of taking the plunge here? What is the idea of taking the plunge? Do you know something about this? Taking the plunge? Taking the plunge is an idiomatic expression. No, it's like, okay, we have to do it. It's high time. It's high time to do it. Okay, what do we have to do it? I'm gonna share with you this amazing. First, I'm gonna share the webpage of Ikerland, as well as many other ones that, if you want, I can share with you. Do you remember I am talking a lot about this place? But what is this place? This place, it's an alliance. It's not exactly a community, it's an alliance. Here, yes, here. Okay, can you see my screen? If you check this page, this web page, Ikerland, this is how people work here in the Basque Country. This is how they work. It sounds easy because they finish university and they can quickly participate in these projects, and they can present scientific papers. And this is what a good friend of mine did. And here is the final investigation. No, this is the final investigation of this person. The name of the person is here. There is something that I wanted to to mention. The structure of a scientific paper, it's the same all over the world. However, I learned that the way they present it, it's different. Here, there was a group of investigators in Nickerland. It's a group of people feeling motivated to taking the plunge on a specific topic. And in this case, a novel approach for lithium-ion battery selection and lifetime prediction. Definitely, this is science, no? Science. I am going to share this with you. Of course, it's copyright, we know that it's copyright. And I would love you to check this the order of how it comes, the contents, okay? It's pretty similar to what we do at San Marcos. It's pretty similar, okay? However, I would love you to check the order, the structure. And one more thing here at the end, when they present the overall summary and conclusions, they have to revise. They have to revise a lot of information. Okay, so if you want, I can share this with you. Okay, if you want, I can share this with you. And the message that this person, that is the name of my friend, the message that she gave me was this one. She wanted to share with you something. And I am going to do it because I promised her. Yeah, she was she was really into this. And I promised her that I will share these words with you. Why do we prepare a scientific paper? Why do you think we prepare or we work on a study case or a scientific paper? Why do you think we do it? Margarita, yes, Margarita, we feel motivated to talk.
Okay, well, from my point of view, it's very important to improve our writing and also to maybe San Marcos can be can be in an international course, maybe the teachers or the professors, maybe, I don't know exactly.
Yes. There are a lot of teachers from private universities who are Renacid teachers, and they participate every single year in conferences. And there is something you mentioned, Margarita, algo muy cierto que mencionaste sobre que inclusive en otros países de Sudamérica, como es Venezuela, Colombia, qué bien, ¿no? Los estudiantes manejan el tema del inglés. Colombia, Dios mío, Colombian people organize events, international events, every single time. And it's fantastic because in that way,
also in Chile too. Chile,
yes, Chile, of course. Yeah, Chile is 50 years behind us, but
yeah, okay.
But the idea is that they are better, ¿no? La idea es que nos ganan, entonces, pues, ¿por qué? ¿No? Si tenemos tanta capacidad. Los maestros de San Marcos, pues, son muy reconocidos a nivel mundial, entonces, ¿por qué no? A veces el tiempo, de repente la falta de interés, entonces, como vuelvo a repetir, crear un grupo de interés sería genial para poder empezar con primeros semilleros, que es lo que hacen en las universidades particulares ahora, ¿no? Empiezan con los semilleros y luego ya poco a poco se va avanzando en este tema. Bien, this is my message for you y tengo que compartir dos cosas con ustedes. Queda pendiente compartirles esta investigación para que puedan analizar la estructura y ya de manera muy personal plantear la vuestra, la de ustedes, la que deseen presentar. Y 2, también compartir una plantilla donde ustedes pueden manejarse a nivel internacional. La voy a pasar muy rápido, que es bastante larga, pero la voy a pasar muy rápido. Es una plantilla de una investigación que se realizó y es una docente Renacid que presentó su investigación en Australia, también en Colombia. Entonces, me parece muy interesante tomarlo de ejemplo en cuanto al orden, ¿no? De cómo se presenta un scientific paper como en una ponencia internacional, en un international, in this case we call them round tables, and also we call them, well, different events, right? They have different names, pero la idea es presentarlo en otro país, ¿no? Estos congresos internacionales siempre se dan. Muy pocos son los invitados, muy pocos son los maestros que van, porque a veces son subvencionados por las universidades particulares más que nada, y en San Marcos también, pero it's just a few group of teachers, ¿no? Entonces, esta es una plantilla que pueden usar el día que les toque presentar su scientific paper, ¿no? Acknowledgement, introduction, then the objective of the investigation, the methodology of the investigation, the methodology instrument, and you present it, then the results. Well, I'm not going to go into statics because that's not my strength, though I am presenting the structure, okay? Finally, the conclusions. This was a lovely investigation presented the last year in English, okay? And it's a famous teacher. She didn't want me to mention the name, so I'm sorry, but this is the order, okay? And this is the investigation. This is something that can be useful for you, all right? Margarita, Anna, and then Anna, because also somebody's raising the hand over there. Yes? Hello? Yes, Margarita, o no bajamos la manito? Annalí?
Yes, only, thank you so much for this wonderful webinar and workshop too. It was very nice. And also, I feel more motivated because I'm going to use more apps.
Yes,
especially at the beginning, you know?
Yes.
I really love your warm-up. I've never seen that kind of warm-up.
Really,
So it was, no, I've never
really?
seen that.
Oh,
No.
I really appreciate it. I love
Yes.
playing with the students. Oh
No,
my God.
no, the warm-up of yesterday.
Yeah, the song.
The song to introduce, because always we always ask, how are you doing? What's up? What's going on? But never start with that kind of apps. So I'm going to use it.
Yes. Thank you, Margarita. And also how to relate, because they are university students. It's not only saying, okay, fine, thank you. It's about that they communicate more ideas. I wanted to tell you, all right, I feel happy because I am embarking on a new journey, and I related it with a song that I used to listen not long ago, but when I used to embark on lovely journeys, and then you participated. Yeah, that was engaging. Thank you. Miriam, yes, Miriam.
Thank you, teacher. The first of all, I am very grateful for your presentation yesterday and today. But I have a question because I am a little confused. It's about the task. Could you explain what the tasks are and how many there are? I understood in the first time that first task was the freely send an article in English and comment on the
And tell me what was the main contribution. But forget about it, Miriam. Forget about it. It was for today. Entonces, el primer task era leer y contarme cuál era la contribución de ese artículo, ¿no? Que lo hicimos hoy día, algunos participaron. Y el otro task es volver a diseñar un tema, ¿no? Un tema y enviármelo a mi correo en versión de mini plan. Miriam, en conclusión, como un mini lesson plan, pero utilizando todo lo aprendido. Miriam, rediseñar un tema, no enseñarlo como siempre lo vengo enseñando, sino tratar de encontrar otra estrategia, algún método o utilizar revistas internacionales o material que yo pueda encontrar que sea novedoso para incluirlo y rediseñar un tema que ya he venido enseñando, Miriam. No sé si se logra entender.
Sí. Por ejemplo, en el curso de lenguaje, en el primer semestre, hablamos sobre metáforas en economía. Pero cuando yo empecé a investigar para poder incluir en inglés, encontré artículos muy interesantes sobre metáforas en el lenguaje económico, pero en inglés. Y incluí esa lectura y ese trabajo y fue algo muy novedoso para los chicos y muy productivo. Entonces puedo yo comentar cómo hice la clase, compartir toda la presentación y explicar sobre eso.
Excelente, sí, claro, y a mí me gustaría leerlo para yo también poder adaptarlo y de repente por ahí usarlo también en inglés. Y si pudieras incluir algún material internacional, sería también interesante, mira, porque esa es la idea, ¿no? Incluir cosas o web pages o bibliografía donde hayan textos adaptados de manera internacional. No sé si se entiende.
Sí, por ejemplo, en ese artículo que le comento, que me pareció impresionante, comentaban también que la situación en la que se pueda vivir, es decir, el entorno, la coyuntura, permite que se adapten términos nuevos. Y hablaba mucho de la pandemia y cómo en la pandemia y efectos como la burbuja inmobiliaria permitía de que se adapten temas relacionados a la coyuntura, a aspectos socioeconómicos y se creaban unas expresiones y a esas expresiones
distintas, ¿no?
Sí, era muy interesante. Y,
very interesting.
Sí, very interesting, yes, of course. Okay, I understand. Thank you very much.
Now you understand, Miriam. No, thanks to you for your participation, of course, for your kindly words. Annalie, yes, Annalie Jimenez.
Yes, teacher. Sorry, good afternoon. I wanted to talk about the methodology in IMRAT. Yes, that's the correct address in English. IMRAT or IMRAT.
Yeah.
Oh, this methodology.
Yes.
And because in some, yes, this is part of scientific papers. No, it's very useful. And I look for another or books that follow this methodology to write the scientific paper, and I found IMRAT, no, writing up. This is a book that you find many steps to write methodology, or maybe introduction, methodology, and then results and discussion too, and conclusion. No? But I found another book like is science research writing for non-native speaker of English. The writer was Hilary Glassman. For me, is one of the best literature or reference that I give you some of my students because it's really useful because this book give us allowed 4 steps for each kind part of the scientific paper. For example, for methodology, you have 4 steps and you need to write in these formats and give you like a code, words that you need to write or use when you are writing the introduction, the methodology, and results too. No, because the writer analyze all the scientific papers and give you grammar, vocabulary, no, in many papers that uh, they and she write in this book. And this
Excellent.
okay, this is my opinion about that. And I
Thank
think
you,
that
Marie. You can
our
always share it with me, and probably I can share what I have, and in that way we can exchange information, right? Which
okay
will be
by
very
email.
appreciated.
Okay, by email, I will send an assignment. Follow these steps.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Amazing.
Okay.
Yes, please. I will appreciate it, right? I will appreciate it. Okay. Well, one final thing that I wanted to tell you here. Well, one final thing is that, as you know, there are many meaningful practices, right? And there are a lot of good experiences. But, well, what I can tell you is that the only ones that are in the classroom, it's you. So please make the most of it. Make the most of that, right? Feel happy and feel content to be teaching in such an amazing university, which is San Marcos. You don't know how proud people is all over the world to be part of this university. And I'm telling you because whenever I mention this name, I gain recognition. I don't know why, because I feel that we have to keep on learning, no, every day, and there are lots of things and stuff. But theory is there, and I told you the theory it's from the 1990s, so we have to start investigating and try to came up with a lovely solution for what we do not like when teaching, no, when teaching. All right, my dear professors from San Marcos, I'm gonna leave you now. I have to leave you now. It was my pleasure. I'm very grateful with the professor who invited me, the engineer Tuncan, and of course, teacher Ofelia Jimenez Santos, who is actually there listening to me. I truly appreciate that you guys have this willingness to keep going with English. Muchísimas gracias, entonces, estimados docentes de la Universidad San Marcos. No sé si el ingeniero José Freddy nos va a dirigir unas palabras.
¿Cómo no, estimado licenciado Eber, algo para comunicar? ¿Aló?
Muy bien, estimado ingeniero, muchísimas gracias por la invitación. Ya estaba yo acá despidiéndome de los docentes. Ha sido una maravillosa experiencia y en general yo sé que hemos compartido y hemos aprendido, que es lo más importante, ¿no?
Sí, bien, muy buenas tardes, estimados colegas.
Ya, ingeniero, disculpe un momentito para agradecerle primero a los participantes de parte del Vicerrectorado Académico de Pregrado, agradecer también a nuestra ponente que nos ha, la Magíster Cecilia Patiño Ramírez, que nos ha brindado esta tan interactiva e importante curso taller el día de hoy. Recordarles también que estos videos van a estar colgados en la página de YouTube del Vicerrectorado Académico de Pregrado, por si desean ver. Asimismo, se está creando una carpeta de materiales de las cuales se les va a enviar a cada uno de sus correos con el link del Drive para que puedan utilizar. Sin más preámbulo, le damos pase al doctor José Freya Tuncar, jefe de la Oficina de Gestión de Perfeccionamiento Docente y encargado de este curso taller, para que nos brinde las palabras de clausura, por favor.
Bien, muchas gracias, estimado Bien, estimados colegas, Fernando ha llevado a fin este curso taller y de verdad, ¿no? De parte de la doctora J. Gloria Ramón Rufner, rectora de la Universidad Nacional de San Marcos, del doctor Carlos Francisco Cabrera Carranza, vicerrector académico de pregrado. Saludamos su participación en este curso taller Fortalecimiento de Competencias Lingüísticas para la Calidad Académica e Internacionalización. De verdad me siento muy contento por la brillante exposición de la magíster Cecilia Patiño Ramírez, especialista en enseñanza del idioma inglés y expositora de este curso taller. De verdad me siento complacido de esta brillante exposición y me comprometo, de parte también de las autoridades, en continuar con un curso del próximo año, con mayor tiempo, mayor dedicación y también mayor presupuesto para este curso. Saludamos obviamente a todos ustedes y agradecemos su participación. De verdad que, doctora Magíster Cecilia Patiño, le agradezco mucho y por su brillante exposición. En ese sentido, me complace en anunciarles que doy por clausurado, ¿no?, este curso taller Fortalecimiento de Competencias Lingüísticas para la Calidad Académica e Internacionalización. Muchas gracias y saludos a todos ustedes y unas felices fiestas navideñas con la familia.
Muchas gracias, ingeniero Tuncar, por sus palabras brindadas en este presente curso taller Fortalecimiento de Competencias Lingüísticas para la Calidad Académica e Internacionalización de la Universidad Nacional Mayor de San Marcos. Ahora le pedimos a nuestros participantes encender sus cámaras para la fotografía final, por favor, con nuestro ponente y nuestro encargado del presente curso taller.
Muchas gracias, buenas tardes.
Encendemos las camaritas, por favor, para la fotografía final. Todo, por favor. 3, 2, 1. Bien, muchísimas gracias.
Gracias, muchas gracias.
Gracias a ustedes, muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias, Cecilia. Gracias por verte. Gracias a todos. Felicito a todos los
Un fuerte abrazo.
niños.
Merry Christmas.